High school football is back on Beaver Media and on the Dulco Preps channel. Tonight from Royerton, Indiana, Week 2 action as the Jay County Patriots visit the Delta Eagles. Good evening and hi again, everyone. Brian Beaver along with you again tonight as we head for Week 2 of the high school football season. This is a matchup of two 1-0 football teams. It's a good way to start your season. Last week it was Jay County handling Blackford easily by a final of 43-6 to go 1-0. Delta did the same thing. They beat Centerville right here at home a week ago, 39-7. So both these teams are looking to go 2-0 tonight on a beautiful night here in East Central Indiana. Appreciate having you along for the ride here on the World Wide Web. Beautiful night for football. Mostly clear blue sky, just a few clouds above that don't have any trouble written on them at all. Now is 74 degrees, but before too much longer, the sun will set in about an hour, and the temperature will drop quickly with very little wind and almost no cloud cover. It'll be a chilly night here at the stadium by the time we finish this one. These two teams met on the opening night a year ago, game that Delta won back then in Portland, 33-6. That was the coming out party of sorts for running back Charlie Spiegel, and he had a terrific freshman campaign rushing for almost 2,000 yards, and he picked up last week right where he left off a year ago, rushing 27 times for 312 yards and 3 touchdowns, including an 82-yarder in that win over Centerville. Charlie is a handle, and if you can't run up and tackle him, you're in big, big trouble, and you can bet that he'll get a lot of touches tonight for Chris Overholt's ball club. You look at the rest of the schedule around the area tonight, well, you got Yorktown down at Ball Recreational Field taking on Muncie Central, and Cambridge City Lincoln is at Westell out in Gaston tonight to round things out for the 4 Delaware County schools that play IHSAA football. And this is the last week of the non-conference schedule for teams. Starting next week, almost everyone will get into their league schedule, including Delta. And they will have, of course, a tough row to hoe in the Hoosier Heritage Conference. 8 teams in last week, 7 of those 8 opened with wins. The only one that did not is Newcastle. So tough league year in and year out. And it'll be interesting to see just how many conference wins Delta can put up this week and beyond, starting on the 25th is today, starting on the 1st of September when they go to Shelbyville to open their conference schedule. We said it's a beautiful night for football. We have no threat of rain at all, no threat of any lightning. Nothing like down on the Gulf Coast in Texas where they're waiting on Hurricane Harvey to come ashore and do some serious damage down there. And we certainly send our best thoughts to all of our friends down in that part of the country. We are looking at a potential large-scale disaster in that hurricane down in Texas as it comes ashore late tonight or early tomorrow morning. And we're thinking about you guys down there. If we have any listeners down there tonight listening in on Delta or Jay County, have a family member playing or involved in the coaching, we're hoping for the best for you. This is a game that matches teams that are a little bit different in terms of their personnel. The Jay County Patriots are heavily upperclassmen laden, Delta very young. We'll pause now for the national anthem.
Led by Miss Elena Camp, will sing our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
Delta Choir with the Star Spangled Banner tonight. A changeup and a nice one. Good job by the kids. We're about set ready for football here in Royerton. Delta will take the field here briefly, just a couple minutes away from now, and Jay County will come out and do the same. As well, as I was saying before the anthem, this is a battle of two different kinds of rosters right now. Tim Millspaw, the head coach of Jay County, is in his 5th year, and he told me we're old. We are senior and junior laden. And Chris Overholt, the 2nd-year head coach here at Delta, has the opposite. He has a very young football team. For an example, his offensive starters, the skill position players, are all underclassmen. They are going to be back for at least one more year after this. And it's a good football team now. Imagine how good they might be in about 12 months from now. Jay County takes the field. They will come out first as Delta waits to come out, and here they come out of their inflatable helmet in the north end zone, and the teams are coming on at the same time, so the officials stop Delta so Jay County can run through, and now the Eagles will take the field, and you'll hear the fans give them a nice hand. Just a slight breeze tonight, and the theatrical gold smoke that comes out of the smoke bombs down next to the inflatable helmet, it's going to hang in here for a while. We have a very light breeze blowing in from left to right. That's northeast to southwest here in Royerton as the field is laid out. Beautiful artificial turf field. It's in great shape to play on. And here comes the choking smoke right on cue. It's like being in a house fire. I know a little something about that one. So anyway, we're just about set to go, and the captains will go to midfield shortly and reenact the coin toss for this one here tonight. Great to have you along. Glad you could make it. Football all fall. We'll have some volleyball, and then once the winter gets here, lots of basketball, and then the diamond sports when spring finally gets back, in about May in Indiana. Cold early in the spring seasons here in Indiana. The softball girls start playing in March, and man, is it cold when they usually get to the diamond for the first time. Captains are coming to midfield. Delta, 4 of them. I see Pease, Spiegel, Doherty, and Edwards. And they'll, of course, wait on their compatriots from Jay County. And we're about set to go as we set for the reenactment of the coin toss. We'll tell you who wins and who gets the ball first in this one tonight. I mentioned game time temperature is 74. It won't be 74 for long. Sunset's behind us here on the west end of the stadium. Officials are talking. Delta has won the coin toss. They are going to take the ball. And that's how this one is going to begin. So Delta will get a crack offensively first, and that's how we'll start. We'll take a quick break, come back with the opening of tonight's game right after this on Beaver Media. Don't go away.
Hey, honey, is this your course schedule for the fall?
Yep.
Let me see here. English, good. Chemistry, trigonometry, excellent. World history, I love world history. Baseball? Wait, baseball? Baseball isn't a course, honey.
Well, sure it is, Mom. High school sports are about so much more than winning and losing. They teach lessons that can't be taught in a classroom, like accountability and self-discipline, the value of teamwork. I may not be earning a grade, but I'm learning how to compete later in life. Isn't that what getting a good education is all about?
Away from the commercial break, and here's the opening kickoff. Left to right, it's out of bounds at the 25. The flag flies, and Delta will have a choice to make, and they'll probably take the ball at their own 35-yard line. Technology is awesome, especially when it works the way they design it. It's really good. Don't get me started on Microsoft again. There's a procedure penalty to start the night by Jay County. Delta will take the ball at their own 35-yard line. So we're about 5 seconds into the game, and we've already got a penalty. And we're all set to go. Delta will move right to left. That's south to north here in the stadium. We'll set the offense for you briefly here. The quarterback is Zach Garner, the sophomore signal caller, waiting on the opening snap from Stephen Wright. He's in the pistol, about 4 yards behind the center. The snap back to him. The give straight ahead. Charlie Spiegel for no gain. It'll be second and 10.
Charlie Spiegel with the carry up the middle. Initial contact made by the
offensively for Delta, Zach Garner at quarterback. Charlie Spiegel and Brady Pease are the running backs. Nate Sutherland, Mason Hunt, and Wesley Stitt are the receivers. Offensive line, Stephen Wright, Brady Edwards, Evan Hill, Lee Doherty, and Derek Markham. Second down and 10 to go. Just underway here in the first half minute. They'll give it again to Spiegel. He'll sweep right side, has room. 35, 40, 45, 50. Out of bounds, but not before taking it all the way to about the 45-yard line or so in Jay County territory.
Tackle made by number 24.
They're going to spot him out of bounds a little farther back at the 47-yard line. So that's an 18-yard gain and a first down for Delta. First of many tonight. Ball will be on the far side on the right hash mark. And a fresh 4 downs for Delta, wearing the home navy blue uniforms. Here's the snap. Give is straight ahead. Spiegel for a loss of 1. It'll be second and 11. Defensively for Jay County, Dawson Frazier, Daniel Ostrowski, Gavin Hare, Dustin Minnick up front, Thomas Hemmelgarn, Ethan Thurer, Van Antrim are the linebackers. And in the secondary, Caden Stamp, Noah Hummel, Ryan Schlechte, and Trey Castillo. Thurer is the stud. He had 14 tackles in last week's opener against Blackford. On second and 11, man split wide here near side. They'll hand it straight ahead instead. Spiegel off tackle. May have fumbled the ball. He fumbles forward for about 2 to 3 yards. He held on to it and got to the 45. So we got 3 of them back.
Number 32, Charlie
It'll be
with the carry.
Third down and
Tackle
7.
made by number 54, Ethan Truer.
And sure enough, you hear from the PA man, Ethan Truer, the tackle for Jay County, and he'll have a bunch. He is the middle linebacker of their 3. So on 3rd and 7, we'll see if the Eagles go to the air for the first time. Play action. They'll roll it near side. That's left. Garner throws. It is way overthrown, incomplete. Trying to hit Mason Hunt at around the 35-yard line, and that brings up 4th down. Hunt was open. Garner just airmailed the throw a little long, and that'll bring up 4th down and 7 at the Jay County 45-yard line. And Garner will be in punt formation now for Delta as they show punt for the first time tonight. And we're about set to go. Eagles had the ball for just under 2 minutes. They will punt it. Good snap. Garner has time. Low wobbler. It'll hit near the sideline here on the west end of the stadium and roll out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's a 14-yard punt. So Jay County will have it for the first time. We'll stay right here with you. 1st and 10 for the Patriots as they come to the huddle. Holton Hill, their senior quarterback, will lead the offense. The son of Shane Hill, the former athletic director here at Delta. Michael Schlechte, Ryan Schlechte will be at running back. Noah Hummel will play one of the wings. Caleb Webster and Noah Harris will be the wideouts. Kyle Grayson, Gavin Hare, Connor Davis, Ethan Thurer, Ethan Corwin up front for the Patriots. Here they are on 1st and 10 from their own 31. They'll hand it off tackle left side. Gain of about 2 yards. And that one went to Noah Hummel, I believe. Called a gain of 2.
Ball carried by number 24, Noah Hummel. Tackle made by the Eagles, number 24, Wesley Wooden.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Patriots first crack at the ball tonight at their 33. Ball between the hash marks. Under center is Holton Hill. He'll hand to the last man through on the right side, and Delta right there to stop him after a short gain of a couple yards. He's is right in there on the tackle. That carry was also by Hummel, and he got 2.
Ball carried by the Patriots, number 24, Noah Hummel.
That makes it third down, 6 yards to go as we approach the 9-minute mark in the first quarter. Delta got a first down their first time with the ball, punted it away. Jay County with it now. And after a pair of 2-yard runs, they face 3rd and 6. The ball right on top of their 35-yard line, moving left to right. Hill again under center, 3 backs behind him, 1 split end here on the near side. Here's a give to the right side. That's Schlechte. He's not going to get anywhere close to the stick. Good job by the Delta defense, as Michael Schlechte only got about 2 yards.
Ball carried by Jay County's number 40, Michael Schlechte.
That brings up fourth down. Should be a punting down.
33, Logan Drown.
So the teams exchange the ball punting here, unless Jay County fakes, and I don't think they will. Line of scrimmage is the Jay County 38-yard line. Wesley Stitt appears to be the deep man for Delta. He stands inside his 25-yard line waiting on it. Now the official comes running in late, and I think Delta had to take a timeout, and that's exactly what happened. We'll stay right here with you. So 7:59 to go here in the first quarter. It's been a rather uneventful 4 minutes and a second here. Delta got a first down, couldn't sustain a drive. Jay County couldn't get a first down, and they'll be on to punt when we break back into action here. Good crowd tonight. And on the far side, a nice crowd came down Highway 67 from Portland to cheer on the Patriots of Jay County. Delta stands here pretty full on a beautiful late summer night. Not going to have many more as good as this one as we head down into September and into October. Back to do the punting is Michael Schlechte. He's a big kid. He'll wait on the snap at his own 25. Stitt waiting on the punt is his own 23-yard line. And here's the snap. It's way over the head of the punter. He gets a hand on it now. He'll run with it. He's not going to have much room. He gets to the sideline and loses a bunch. Lost about 10 yards on the bad snap. Schlechte was able to jump and get his left hand on it and pick it up and run for his life, but
Michael Schlechte brought down behind the line.
not much to show for it. I see a flag sitting on the far sideline now near where the tackle occurred. Let's see who that's going to be on. It's going to be a sideline warning. I think that's what it is. Well, no matter how it turns out, that's going to be great for Delta because the Eagles will start this drive 1st and 10 deep in Jay County territory at the 28-yard line. Eagles with a golden opportunity to score the first points of the game right here with 7:55 to go in the first. We'll wait on the chain gang to relocate. They're about set. Ball is going to be on the far side on the right hash as Delta drives it right to left. Wide man here on the near side is Stitt. And now the officials blow the whistle again before the snap. Not sure what that's all about. Been kind of a strange opening to the game. Scoreless so far, but Delta pounding on the door. 1st and 10 at the Jay County 28. Going to be a quarterback bootleg. He keeps it, cuts it around the left end, gets it to around the 26-yard line with a gain of a couple to bring up 2nd and long.
Number 5, Zach Garner with the keeper. Tackle made by the Patriots, number 15, Colin Haynes.
The fashion report tonight, Delta in the home uniforms, dark blue everywhere, pants, jerseys, helmets, white lettering, gold trim. Jay County in bright red pants, white jerseys with red lettering, white helmets. 2nd and 8 from the 26. Ball on the near hash. Garner will hand to Spiegel. Breaks one tackle in the backfield. Still going into the secondary. Battles his way all the way inside the 15-yard line. That should be good for a first down.
Number 32, Charlie Spiegel around the end.
11-yard
Tackle
gain.
made by the Patriots, number 15, Colin Haynes. First down, Eagles.
Second first down in the game for Delta. They'll have a fresh 4 downs at the Jay County 15 in the red zone now. At 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Garner will stay in the pistol. Pease is in the lineup. Spiegel is just to the left of Garner, who he fakes and keeps. Heads for the end zone. Can't get there, but he breaks inside the 10, down around the 7-yard line. Nice 8-yard gain on the keeper by Garner.
Number 5, quarterback Zach Garner with the keeper.
That'll bring up
Tackle made by the Patriots,
second
number
and
24,
short.
Noah Hummel.
Ball sitting on the near hash at the Jay County 7. Heading into the middle part of the period. 6:20 to go in the first period here at Jay County and Delta, and Eagles look like they're going to get a score here in short order. Garner stays in the pistol. Spiegel next to him. Handoff goes to Spiegel. Barrels down inside the 5. They pile him up at around the 2. That should be good for a first and goal.
Spiegel up the middle. Tackle made
It
by
is a
number
first
60,
down.
Dustin Minnick.
Third first down of the night for Delta, and now they are really pounding on the door. First and goal from the 3. Garner again in the pistol, this time Spiegel to his right, Pease to his left. They'll hand to Spiegel behind Pease. Touchdown untouched. Delta leads 6-0.
Spiegel with the carry in the end zone.
3-yard run
on the scoreboard.
for a touchdown
Eagle.
for Charlie Spiegel, who I like to call Ground Chuck. That's his 4th touchdown of the year, and it's 6-0 Eagles. Eagles capitalize on the Jay County mistake. You hear the fireworks in the background. Griffiths on to try the kick. It is up. It is good. 5:41 to go in the first quarter. It's Delta 7, Jay County nothing on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel.
Trigonometry, excellent. World history. Oh, I love world history. Baseball. Wait, baseball? Baseball isn't a course, honey.
Well, sure it is, Mom. High school sports are about so much more than winning and losing. They teach lessons that can't be taught in a classroom, like accountability and self-discipline, the value of teamwork. I may not be earning a grade, but I'm learning how to compete later in life. Isn't that what getting a good education is all about?
Yes, of course it is. I was just testing you.
What can teenagers here in Indiana learn from participating in high school sports? Plenty, as it turns out. That's why they're called education-based athletics.
High school sports. There's so much more than just a game.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ball game. Delta leads 7-0 on a 3-yard run for pay dirt by Charlie Spiegel. The Griffiths kick right down the middle. Isaac ready to boot it away. Caleb Webster. Caden Stant waiting on the kick. Here comes the approach. It's a chopper down the middle, short, taken by a short man at the 35. He'll come upfield to the 39. Didn't have much running room at all. Got about 4 yards on the return. And it's 1st and 10 Jay County at their own 40-yard line. Give him 5 on the return. So the Patriots have some work to do. They trail this one by a touchdown now. 4 touchdowns this season already for Charlie Spiegel, and he may hit 30 or 40 times before the season is over and everyone goes home and put the pads away. On first down, Hill under center. Two backs, wide out on either side. He'll fake, roll right this way, wants to throw. It's over the middle and just out of the reach of his intended receiver. In and out of the hand of Stant. It'll be 2nd and 10. Stant came open across the middle, but Hill couldn't get him. And it's 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Now the entire Patriot offense will look to the sideline and look at their wristbands to figure out what play they're supposed to be running, and they're all set. Play clock down to 18. They have plenty of time. They'll hand it to the I-back, and bam, he's down for a loss of a yard on a nice play by Delta defensively to snuff out the run straight ahead by Michael Schlechte. He'll take a yard loss. It'll be 3rd and long. Delta's defense, stout. We'll tell you who they are in just a moment.
Tackle made by number 34, Brady Pease, and number 1.
3rd down, 11 yards to go. Patriots have the ball near the left hash, moving left to right, trailing 7-0, just under 5 minutes to go first quarter. Hill will drop under pressure, steps up, rolls, fires over the middle. It's caught for a 1st down and more. Inside the 30, inside the 20. He's going to go all the way for the touchdown. Caleb Webster takes it to the house. 61 yards.
Pass complete to number 3, Caleb Webster, who runs it in.
Wow.
For a Patriot touchdown.
Well, just that fast. Lightning. 61 big yards, and at 4:43 of the first quarter, Jay County is a point away from time. They'll line up as if they're going to kick an extra point. They better hurry. Their kicker running on with his platform. That was a pretty throw. A missed tackle in the secondary by Delta made that possible. That could have been stopped at around the 35, but it was not. And now Jay County will try to even this contest. Webster did a beautiful job evading the tackle, and he went all the way to the south end zone. On to try the PAT, and believe that is Ryan Schlechte. Here's the approach, the kick. It's low, but I think he got it through, and it's good.
Extra point by number 15, Colin Haynes is good.
Nope, it's 15. Colin Haynes, who got the PAT. We're all knotted up. 4:43 to go first quarter. Jay County 7, Delta 7 on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel.
It's your ticket to an evening out that won't break the bank. It's your ticket to explosive runs, acrobatic catches, and game-saving tackles. It's your ticket to an experience you'll never forget. It's your ticket to the IHSAA State Football Tournament. Attending a tournament football game is a fun and affordable way to see sports played the way they were meant to be, for the pure love of it. The Indianapolis Colts and the Indiana High School Athletic Association invite you to be part of Indiana's rich tradition of high school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport, pure state tournament excitement. The drama is set to kick off. Do you have your ticket?
Welcome back to the ball game. It's 7-7 now. Dawson Fresher back to kick off for Jay County, left to right as they come up and tie the game on a long bomb. And it's a low roller taken by a short man at the Delta 28, straight up the numbers to around the 39-yard line. Not a bad return as they unpile. Good field position for the Eagles. The return that time by Wesley Wooden. So Jay County bounced right back after a do-nothing first series.
Kickoff return by number
They
24,
took the ball and went
out to the
big
40-yard
play
line.
to tie the game on that 61-yard touchdown
Tackle
pass.
made by Jay County's number 15,
So we've got
Colin
ourselves an
Haynes.
even ball game at 4:39 to go, and Delta starts this drive at their own 40-yard line, ball right here on the near side hash mark right in front of us. as we call it in the press box. Beautiful night, beautiful facility. Fumble on the exchange. They tried to give it to Spiegel. Did Jay County come up with it? Yes, they did. I think the Patriots are going to get the ball inside the Delta 38-yard line.
Number 61, Gavin Hare.
Gavin Hare gets credit for the recovery on the fumble, the lost fumble by Delta on the exchange from the quarterback to Spiegel. And great field position here now for Jay County. Wow. Lost 2 yards in the process. So the Patriots have a golden opportunity to get a go-ahead score with 4:35 to go in the first quarter. They have it here on the near side with their quarterback Hill under center. It'll be a sweep right, and Stamp has nowhere to go. He lost a yard. The Delta defense here on the near side just smothered him. I see Hunt there.
Ball carried by
Lee
number
Doherty,
22,
I think,
Caden
was there.
Stamp.
Stamp lost a
Missed
yard.
Contact made by the Eagles. Number 31, Mason Hunt.
Credit for the tackle going to Mason Hunt. It's 2nd and 11. Approaching the 4-minute mark. Hill under his center again, looking at the defense. Takes the snap, short drop, left side, throw to the sideline. Man out there, but he can't get it, and it's intercepted. No, they're going to say it hit the ground. Delta nearly got a turnover there. The ball was overthrown. Cameron Levers was out there, and I thought he might have caught it, but the official said no. 3rd and long. Patriots again looking at the sideline, now looking at the wristband. Now they'll line up with wideouts on either side. Only one setback behind Hill, and that's Michael Schlechte, the big bruiser of the Twins. Here's the snap, short drop. Hill has time, now flushed left. Hill roll left, far side, throws toward the sideline. It's incomplete, and we have a flag in the backfield, and that very well might be holding. Pass was overthrown by Hill, who was running for his life, and here's the signal, holding. So Delta can either go to 4th and 11 or back them up, and I think they'll probably take the real estate on another Jay County penalty, and that's exactly what they're going to do. So 3rd and long becomes 3rd and real long. Holding call against Jay County. That'll back the ball all the way up to the 50. So 3rd and 11 becomes 3rd and 22. The ball right at midfield on the big Eagle head logo here on the artificial turf. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's terrific having you along for the ride, no matter where you're listening. Great to have you on board. 3rd and 22. Eagles need to stop them here. Jay County will go left side with the quick throw, and it's incomplete off the fingertips of the intended receiver. Pass was intended for Parker Grimes. He couldn't get it, and it's 4th and forever. Well, Hill is just 1 out of 4 through the air, but the one he completed went for the touchdown, and that's about all you need. In a 7-7 game, Jay County will punt away. Delta will get it back with Stitt waiting on it at the 15. Mike Schlechte gets a high twisting punt. It's going to come down. The receiving team will just let it hit. Delta will let it roll inside the 5, and that's trouble. Jay County will down it at the 2-yard line. That's a 48-yard punt for Schlechte and a lot of work to do for Delta. 3:33 to go here in the first quarter. We're tied at 7-7 on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. There's just one place where a team is more than a group of individual agendas. It's a catalyst for demonstrating the potential of the collaborative spirit. There's just one place where players, coaches, and fans experience the exhilaration that happens when an entire community rallies behind the school team. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition.
Studies show that student athletes are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. In addition, high school sports help young people in Indiana develop the discipline and confidence they need to be leaders in life, even as they unite communities like nothing else. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ball game. Delta going right to work here on the first two plays. Spiegel breaks out of a tackle. He's headed for a long one. He's going to go all the way for a touchdown. 86 yards. Charlie Spiegel has done it again. It's 13-7 Eagles.
Number 32, Charlie
Spiegel,
86 yards.
86 yards to pay dirt. The play you missed during the commercial was a 12-yard completion from Garner to Mason Hunt for a first down, but from the 14-yard line, after getting 12 on the first play, they get the other 86 on the next one from Spiegel, who broke a tackle at around the 35, and it was off to the races. On to try the kick, trying to make it a 7-point lead. Griffiths ready, waiting on the snap and the hold. Good snap, good hold. Kick down. Kick is good. 3:01 to go here in the first quarter. Delta has retaken the lead. It's the Eagles 14, Jay County 7 on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel. Don't go away.
The world of high school sports is filled with athletes who possess the eye of the tiger and whose focus and determination enables them to soar like eagles. The games themselves can't be played without a few zebras. Becoming an IHSAA official is a great way to be part of the action and to support Indiana's healthy tradition of high school athletics. Visit IHSAA.org and get in the game. This message brought to you by the IHSAA and the high schools in your community.
Welcome back to Delta High School. The Eagles go big play of their own for an 86-yard touchdown run by Charlie Spiegel. Griffith's kick was good. 14-7 ball game, just that fast. As Delta goes 98 yards in 2 plays to get the go-ahead score. You heard that right. Plus 12 on a pass, plus 86 on the run. Cash it in for 7 big ones. Griffiths on to kick it off, right to left. Here have deep men waiting around the 10-yard line for Jay County. This is a short end-over-end high kick. They'll let it hit, and they nearly cough it up. One of the short men let it hit, and by the time he picked up the hop, 2 Delta men were in his face, and he went nowhere. Daniel Ostrowski let it come down, and that's a dangerous play. That is a live ball on a kickoff. One more step by a defender, and they'd have recovered that. Jay County catches a break. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the Patriot 30-yard line. In this one, 14-7 as we go just under the 3-minute mark here in the first period. If the first quarter is any indication, we're going to have a lot of scoring in this one. Patriots on the near hash, tight end left. Split wide here, near side on the right. 3 running backs. They'll toss sweep on the left side across the way. Gain of about 2 yards for Noah Hummel before Pease is there to say Pease and thank you. About a 3-yard gain. Patriots haven't done anything at all on the ground. Their biggest run tonight has been that one, 3 yards. They've had a tough night moving the ball on the ground. Last week, Holton Hill was 12 out of 13 throwing. He threw for 200 yards and 3 scores. So you can expect them to go to the air a little bit. Man in motion, misdirection give inside. That's Michael Schlechte, who powers his way out across the 35 to around the 38-yard line. 5-yard gain for the big Michael Schlechte.
Mental by the Patriots, number 40, Michael
He's a big
Schlechte.
bruising guy, 6'2" and
Tackle made by number
235.
34, Brady Pease for the
His
Eagles.
twin brother, Ryan Schlechte, is a little smaller at 6'1" and 180. They are twin brothers. So it's third down and short for Jay County. And they want a timeout to talk things over. We'll take the break with them. 1:50 to go, first quarter. It's Delta 14, Jay County 7 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
A wintry Friday night. A packed gymnasium in a tight-knit community. A shot taken. History made. A state of delirium? No. The state of Indiana. High school sports. Pure spirit. Pure sport. Pure sport. Pure Indiana. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
Welcome back to the ball game. It's late in the first quarter here at Delta High School as the sun sets behind us, and a 14-7 game with the Eagles out in front of Jay County. We've had some big plays already in this game. Jay County's only played for a score. It was a 61-yard pass, and Delta they got an 86-yard run not long ago from Charlie Spiegel for a touchdown. On 3rd and 3, Schlechte tries the left side. He is stopped short by about a yard after a 2-yard gain. We'll see if the Patriots.
Number 40, Michael Schlechte, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 34.
That'll bring up
Brady
4th and a
Pease.
yard. Ball sitting right on the left hash and on the Jay County 39-yard line. Decision time for Tim Millspaw. Do you roll the dice and try to get a yard here out in the middle of the field, or do you kick it away? They're lining up, and they're going to go. 3 running backs behind. Hill under center on 4th and 1. Can Delta stop him? Here's a give straight ahead. Schlechte has enough for the first down out across the 40 to the 43. Powerful running by Michael Schlechte, and he picks up a first down for Jay County. I've got him for 5 carries and 12 yards unofficially for Michael Schlechte.
First down, Jay County.
The second first down of the night by the Patriots, and they'll get a fresh 4 downs at their own 43. The clock under a minute and rolling down here toward the end of the first quarter. 14-7, Delta out in front. Hill under center. He'll throw deep off a short drop. It's down the sideline. Incomplete. Receiver was out there. That was well defended by Peyton Lehman, who broke up the pass. Nice throw. Ball was intended for Webster, the guy who got free for the long touchdown.
Number 3, Caleb Webster.
Call it incomplete and 2nd and 10.
7, Peyton Lehman.
Hill is only 1 out of 5 throwing for 61 yards, but all 61 went for a score. Clock stops with exactly 39 seconds to go first quarter. Jay County trailing 14-7, 2nd and 10 from the Patriots 43, right in the middle of the field with the ball. There's a misdirection give to the fullback. First man through is Ryan Schlechte, who takes it to the 46. That's a pickup of around 3.
Number 25, Ryan Schlechte, the ball carrier for the Patriots.
So smaller brother says, hey, bigger brother, I can do this too. He got 3 yards for his efforts, and now it's 3rd down and 7 yards to go. And the clock rolls down the scoreboard clock to under 10. This one off before the period expires. Hill looks back at the play clock. Delta trying to jump. That's going to do it for the quarter before the snap even comes. We've played 12 minutes in Royerton at the first stop. It's Delta 14, Jay County 7. Back with the second quarter as we flip the field on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel. Don't go away.
A crisp October evening. A stadium filled with fans. A pass-through. A journey completed. State of euphoria? No. The state of Indiana. High school sports. Pure spirit. Pure sport. Pure Indiana. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
It's Delta 14, Jay County 7 as we move to the second quarter. The officials have a very short flip of the field with the ball out here in the middle. As we go to the second 12 minutes, Eagles out in front by a touchdown. It's been a game of mostly big plays. Delta got on the scoreboard first on a little 3-yard run from Charlie Spiegel. Griffith's kick made it 7-0. Then Jay County went big time, 61 yards on a pass from Hilda Webster. Delta responded on a make it an 86-yard run from Spiegel, and we have ourselves a 7-point game. On 3rd and long, Jay County will keep it on the ground. Only 2-yard gain straight ahead for Michael Schlechte as he's stopped by Stephen Wright, who says wrong, and that's 4th down. Nice play on the inside of the Delta defense by Stephen Wright, one of the seniors. It's 4th down, 5 yards to go. Ball is sitting on the Jay County 48, and they'll kick it away right to left. Very light breeze in the face of the punter, Michael Schlechte, who waits on the snap at his own 33. Good snap, no rush. Kick is a high wobbler toward the far side of the field. It'll hit on the hash marks and roll toward the sideline and out inside the 25-yard line, and Jay County will down it right there on a 27-yard punt by Michael Schlechte. Delta ball, fresh 4 downs. With a 7-point lead, we'll see what Chris Overholding Company decide to do with it. I know what I would do with it, and I'd keep handing it to 32. All you people wondering who 32 is, it's Charlie Spiegel, who I like to call Ground Chuck. He's having a terrific night already. So we're set to go, 11-12 the second quarter. Eagles start the drive at their own 25. They'll give it to the only running back, and that's Charlie Spiegel, and he gets a tough yard for his efforts out to the 26.
Number 32, Charlie Spiegel, the carrier for the Eagles. Stop made by number 61, Gavin Hare.
Charlie Spiegel unofficially 10 carries, 124 yards already in the game. And a touchdown, short yardage, and a touchdown, long yardage for 5 scores this year. Here's a carry by the quarterback, Garner, who kept it and bootlegged right toward the near sideline. Didn't get to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he lost 2 yards.
Tackle made by Jay County's number 15, Colin Haynes.
That'll bring up 3rd down, 11 yards to go. Ball sitting on the right hash as the Delta Eagles move it left to right now across your field of imagination. And here on the near side, tight end left, far side, one running back, Spiegel, next to Garner. Now play act and roll. He'll throw. Man wide open. Hunt has it to the 40, to the 50, far sideline to the 40. He's run out of bounds at around the 40, make it the 36-yard line.
Pushed out of bounds by number 24, Noah Hummel.
That's a 40-yard gain for Delta on a terrific pass and throw from Garner to Hunt. He was as wide open as you can get on a field. Another 1st down for the Eagles. They'll put it at the 36-yard line. 6 first downs unofficially on the night for Delta, and they're in good shape, 1st and 10. Play action. Going to be a keeper by Garner, and he doesn't have much running room. In fact, he lost 4 yards.
Number 5.
Well, it's no secret that teams are going to be spying Charlie Spiegel, and they're going to make other guys beat him for the most part if they can. Garner thought he could get some running room, lost 4 yards at 2nd and 14. Ball resting on the Jay County 40-yard line. 9:15 to go in the first half, 14-7 Delta out in front of Jay County. On 2nd down, hand up to Spiegel. He'll sweep it right side, running him on the corner, breaks a tackle, rolls his way to the 33. That's a gain
Number
of
32, Charlie Spiegel.
7
ball carrier for
yards.
the Eagles. Tackle made by number 26, Trey Castillo.
For those wondering at home, unofficially 11 carries, 131 yards, 2 scores for Spiegel. 3rd and long, though. They lost 4 on the first play, got most of it back, but now with the ball at the Jay County 33, 3rd and 8. Garner hands straight ahead to Spiegel. He breaks a couple tackles near the line, fights his way ahead for a couple of tough yards down to around the 32. That'll bring up 4th down and about 6 yards to go.
Charlie Spiegel, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number
Delta
4,
shows
Thomas
no
Humgarn.
sign of kicking it. They're going to go for it on 4th and medium. Let's see if they put it in the air again with Garner. Wide man here near side is Stitt. Brady Hunt not sure where he belongs. Now a timeout called by Chris Overholt, and he's given an earful to Stitt by the Eagles. We'll keep it right here. They weren't quite sure where they should be, and rather than run a busted play or take a 5-yard penalty for delay of game, they just called timeout. Second one taken in the first half by the Eagles. Both teams will go to their sidelines for some water. Let us recap the scoring for you. First quarter, 3 touchdowns in the game, 2 by Delta, 1 by Jay County. Eagles got on the board first at 5:41. Charlie Spiegel on a 3-yard run. Isaac Griffiths with the kick. 7-0 ball game. Eagles in front. Jay County responded right away. They threw a 61-yard bomb from Hilda Webster. Haynes out of the kick. Jay County had tied the game 7-7 at the 4:43 mark. And then at 3:01 of period number 1, that big 86-yard run by Charlie Spiegel. Griffiths with the kick to cap off a 2-play, 98-yard drive. Make it 14-7, and that's where we are. Teams are back and ready for action on a 3rd down. Make it a 4th down and about, that's a fat 6. Garner will play act, roll near side. He's going to throw it. Man open, off the hands of his intended receiver. That's Mason Hunt, little drag route underneath. He couldn't quite get it, and that gives the ball back to Jay County, and we have an injured player from Jay County down near the line of scrimmage. The officials and the training staff will tend to him. We'll take a break. 7:47 to go before halftime. Delta 14, Jay County 7 on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel.
He worked out early, practiced late, and studied well into the night. The next day, he did it all over again.
She missed time hanging out and socializing with friends so she could make it on time to practices and games.
He became a top student and a confident leader, even as he helped his team win back-to-back conference titles.
She became a role model in her community, even as she led her team to an undefeated season.
And when they finished playing high school sports, what did they do next?
She graduated from college with honors and went to work for a successful company.
School and became a difference maker in his community.
Because that's what student athletes in Indiana do. They use the skills they develop playing high school sports today
to do even bigger things in life tomorrow.
High school sports.
A winning part of a complete education.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ball game. 7:47 to go in the second quarter. It's Jay County trailing Delta 14-7. Jay County just stopped Delta on 4th down, so they'll get the ball back offensively. But time is out right now by the officials as the trainers tend to an injured Jay County player who went down near the original line of scrimmage on that 4th down play. And we'll try to get a name and number for you. It's Dustin Minnick. Number 60, they've got him sitting up now, and that's a good sign. Hate to see anybody get hurt playing this great game. The worst part of covering high school sports is seeing a young guy or a young girl get hurt. And now you hear a nice hand for him as they've got him up on his feet. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Looks like he's holding his right arm up near his bread basket. So maybe he has some kind of lower arm injury. Hopefully it's nothing serious and he can make his way back in the game. So they'll get him off and take a good look at him on the sideline, and Jay County will have the ball after holding on downs at the Patriot 32-yard line. Nice night for football. The sun has all but set now. It'll be getting dark here shortly, and that nice low 70s temperature will be dropping into the 60s and probably down into the 50s before this night is over. We're all set to go. Wide men on either side for Hill under center with one running back behind him and wings on either side, one in motion. They'll give it to him. That's Schlechte, Ryan Schlechte, and he's dragged down on a nice tackle for loss back there.
Number 25, Ryan Schlechte.
Like Lee Doherty.
Behind the line by number 72,
might have been there.
Lee Doherty.
It was Lee Doherty who gets the TFL after a loss of 2 to make it 2nd and 12. Nice play by Doherty, who got in the backfield and just corralled Schlechte and brought him down. On 2nd and 12, ball just inside the 30. Hill again under center. He'll drop, has time. Nice pocket, throw over the middle. It's incomplete, and now a late flag comes flying in. Pass was intended for Ryan Schlechte, and they're going to call, I think, a defensive pass interference penalty against Delta. Might be Wesley Wooden, who did a nice job covering the route, but might have gotten there a beat early. Let's wait for the official signal. Here comes your signal. Pass interference against Delta. That'll be a big one. That'll hurt. That'll take the ball all the way to the Jay County 45. It's a 15-yard walk-off. First penalty of the night against Delta. Been a pretty clean game that way. Third first down of the night for Jay County. This one by penalty, and they have a first down 10 situation at their 44-yard line. 7:04 to go before halftime. It's a 14-7 contest with Delta in front, but Jay County dangerous when it comes to throwing the ball and the big play. Hill under center. He'll hand it straight ahead. Michael Schlechte powers his way through the line into the backers, into the secondary. He may have enough for a first down on a beautiful straight ahead, nothing fancy run by Matthew Schlechte, and it's just enough for a first down.
40, Michael Schlechte. Tackle made by number 42, Dawson West. First down, Jay County.
Michael did a nice job pounding that one. Fourth first down of the first half by the Patriots. And they'll get 4 fresh ones, this time from the Delta 46. Clock at 4, make it 3, 6:42 now before halftime. Another carry straight ahead for Michael Schlechte, and this time he barrels his way ahead for 5 or 6 yards to around the 41-yard line in Delta territory. He's just a Larry Zonka kind of running back. That's a dated reference for you youngsters, but Google it or ask Siri. Big, heavy, pounding runner. They'll give him 6. Second down and a fat 4, short 5. Ball sitting on the Delta 41. The clock is still rolling down now to the 6-minute mark here in the second quarter. Only a 7-point lead for Delta. Nothing sure yet. Hill scanning the defense. Snap, short drop, quick throw on the flat. In and out of the hands of his receiver. There was some contact there. Parker Grimes, the intended receiver. Peyton Lehman was there to put some lumber on him, and that'll bring up third down. That'll stop the clock. 5:53 to go before halftime. We've had 3 scores in the game, and 2 have been big plays. A 61-yard pass for a TD by Jay County and an 86-yard run for a TD by Delta. Third and a fat 4, short 5. They'll sweep it right with the other Schlechte, and he has nowhere to go. Might have gotten to the line of scrimmage. Ryan Schlechte.
Ball carried by number 25, Ryan Schlechte.
Only lost a yard,
by the
in
Eagles,
fact.
number 31, Mason Hunt.
A lot of negative yardage rushing plays tonight for Jay County, and you got to believe they're going to go here on 4th down and 5 from the Delta 42. 5:25 to go before halftime, trailing 14-7. Tim Millspaw says, we're going, baby. Hill waiting for the snap. Now he'll back out, look to the sideline, play clock down to 6. They're going to have to hurry if they're going to do anything except try to draw a Delta offside, and I don't think that's going to work. Now a whistle comes here with 1 on the play clock at a timeout taken by Jay County. They take their second here in the first half. Take a quick break. Back in a 14-7 game here on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel. Don't go away.
The clutch shot, the timely hit, the perfect pitch, the heroic catch, the brilliant save, the photo finish.
We're back at Jay County and Delta here at Delta High School. Beautiful night for football here in week 2. By week 7 or 8, it won't be so nice. But a gorgeous night tonight in a 14-7 game. This has been a very close contest most of the evening. Delta scored first. Jay County responded right away. Delta came back to score again, and they lead 14-7. 4th and 5. Now Jay County going to punt it away from the Delta 42. Michael Schlechte waiting on the snap. It's a high one, but no rush. He's going to kick it without trouble. Low, wobbly kick down the right sideline. It's going to bounce inside the 5, and Jay County is going to down another kick deep in Delta territory at the 4-yard line. Wow, we'll keep it right here. Jay County has done a nice job with its punting game. Wow. That's a 38-yard punt, all net. Can you tell I used to be a punter? They love those kicks. Second time that Jay County has down a punt inside the Delta 5-yard line. Of course, the last time they did it, Delta scored in 2 plays and 98 yards later. So maybe they'll do it again. Eagles will start this drive backed right up against their own goal line at the 4. 4:59 to go in the first half. Eagles 14, Patriots 7. They'll send a man wide left, way over near the sideline, tight end right. And on first down, the handoff comes straight ahead to Spiegel. They go to their money man, and he gets a yard to the 5. Spiegel ran for 312 a week ago. I've got him for 134 in 13 carries tonight, 86 of them on 1 run. Second down, 9 yards to go. Delta ball at their own 5. They'll swing stick wide right. That's here on the near side with Wooden in the slot here near side. Only running back is Spiegel. Garner gives it to Charlie. He sweeps right, has room, out across the 10, out near the 13. He'll be about a yard short of a first down. He got 8 of the 9.
Ball carried around the end by number 32.
He's going to do some historic things here at Delta as long as his health holds up. I'm talking about Charlie Spiegel. Terrific young runner. Has all kinds of talent. And the future is really bright with him. 3rd and 1. Eagles going. Here they come. Spiegel with the call and the carry. Barrels his way forward, breaks about 2 tackles, gets across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards and a first down.
Number 32, Charlie Spiegel runs for an Eagle first down. Tackle made by number 54, Ethan Thurr.
Spiegel doing a great job. Just hard-nosed, straight-ahead running there for the first down. I've got Delta unofficially for 7 first downs in the first half, and they'll get a fresh 4 from their 18. Here on the near hash, that's the right side of the formation. Play action. Garner keeps, rolls around the right corner, across the 20, runs into traffic, and he's run out of bounds at about the 22, make it the 23. So about a 5-yard pickup there for young Mr. Garner.
Number 5, Zach Garner with the keeper.
Zach's not a bad runner.
Tackle made by number 22, Caden Stant, and number 51, Scott Sniper.
That'll bring up second and about 6. You're going to give him 4 instead of 5. On second down, 2 men wide here near side. Right next to him is Spiegel. He'll roll, throw left side. It is picked off. That was taken right out of the hands of Brady Pease, and an interception for Jay County. Wow. It looked like Pease had his hands on the ball, at least initially, but Jay County will get it on an interception at the 22-yard line. Not sure who came up with it. That's costly. That's a huge break for Jay County. They've got a 1st and 10 at the Delta 22, trailing 14-7 here with 2:34 to go before halftime. Quarterback Holton Hill will look to the sideline, set his alignment, now go under center, waiting the snap. 3 running backs behind him. He's going to throw it instead. Out on the flat, it's incomplete, intended for Webster.
Pass incomplete.
He threw it behind him.
Caleb Webster.
Pass was intended for Webster. It was defended by Cameron Levers, number 11, and it stops the clock with 2:31 to go in the first half. Delta out in front 14-7, but the interception by Garner is going to be potentially costly here. Jay County knocking on the door to the red zone at the 22, 2nd and 10. There's a give straight ahead. Schlechte, Ryan Schlechte, the younger, I don't know if he's younger, the smaller of the 2 twins, who got about 2 yards to the 20. He might be younger by about 20 seconds. I don't know. They are twins. 2 tough yards for Ryan, and that brings up 3rd down and 8.
By number 22,
ball right on the 20-yard line on the right hash, moving right to left. Jay County trying to get in the end zone to tie the game. Clock just under 2 minutes to go before halftime. They'll split men wide right and way over here near left side. Webster wide right far side. Man in motion. Spin give. Schlechte cuts it upfield, goes behind the guard inside the 20 to about the 16, maybe the 17. Well short of the first
ball
down.
Right up the middle by the Patriots, number 24, Noah Hummel. Tackle made
Hummel
by
on the carry.
For Brady Pease.
Pease on the stop. 1:24 to go before halftime. Here's a big play. 4th down, 4 yards to go. At the 17-yard line, Delta territory. Jay County trying to tie the game. Here's play action. Rolling, throwing left, man wide open. He's got it for a touchdown. No one stayed with him. And Noah Hummel got free here on the near side. And it's a 17-yard score for Jay County. They're within a point. Score comes at the 103 mark. And now an extra point away from tying are the Patriots. Colin Haynes to do the booting. Potential game tying point. It's up. It's blocked. Jay County can't get it done. Delta blocks the kick to keep the lead. Great play by the Eagles. Extra points matter a lot. 1:03 to go before halftime. Delta keeps the lead, 14-13 over Jay County on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
leaders we can believe in? Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Delta holds on to the slimmest of leads, 14-13, as we head for the final 103 in the second quarter. Delta was able to block the extra point try. They sent it right back at the kicker, Colin Haynes. Blocked it. 14-13 game. Jay County to kick it away. Stitt, the lone deep man for Delta, waiting at his 20-yard line. Here's the approach. The kick is on the way. It's a squib kick right down the middle. It's picked up by a short man. That's Wooden. He takes it for a couple of yards ahead to the 30, and Delta will have the ball and a minute to do something with it, leading by a point. Great to have you along tonight. We hope you're enjoying the broadcast wherever you might be, whatever you might be doing down here on the World Wide Web. If you're grandpa in Tampa, look me up on Twitter. @DelcoPreps is my handle. Send me a message. Love to hear from you. So exactly a minute to go in the second quarter. Delta has the ball, a 1-point lead at 14-13. Let's see if they get conservative or if they go for broke. They'll bring a man wide here on the near side. Brady Hunt is the wideout here on the near hash. They'll pack the rest of the formation. Handoff will go to Spiegel, right side. Cuts inside one defender. Second one gets him down, but not until he gains 5 yards. 2nd and 5.
Ball carrier number 32, Charlie Spiegel. Tackle made by the Patriots.
Spiegel has gotten 16 carries just in the first half. He had 27 all of last week's game, and he's well on his way to a big night at 151 on the yardage total. 2nd and 5. About 32 seconds to go in the half. This time they sweep right, and Spiegel tries to cut. His cleats go out from under him, and he lost a yard.
Number 32, Charlie Spiegel, the ball carrier.
That'll make it 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Patriots, number 54.
Clock is rolling down. 13 seconds, 12 seconds. Not sure they'll even get a playoff. Chris Overholt's over here talking to his quarterback, Zach Garner, on the sideline with his right hand on his back, saying just stay right here. And that's going to do it. We've played 24 minutes of football in Royerton. We haven't settled much of anything. Delta will go to the locker room, leading Jay County by a score of 14-13. It's been an exciting first half. Some great action here. If you're not in the stands, we're glad you're at home listening because this is a good high school football game. We'll take a break. Back with more after this on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel. Stay right there.
There's still a place. There's still a place where performance is enhanced by extra effort, not by performance-enhancing drugs. There's still a place where contracts are between coaches and players, and the terms are non-negotiable. There's still a place where an edge is something you gain by working harder than your opponent. There's still a place where sport is pure. That place is the high school in your community. At the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we believe that while competition can be fierce, it doesn't change the fact that it's only a game. The goal may be to win, but the point is to have fun. And if you want to be reminded of just how great sports can be when they're played the right way, then the place to be is at a high school sporting event in your community. High school sports, pure spirit, pure sport, pure Indiana. Made possible by the IHSAA and the high schools in this community.
We hear it more and more when people talk about sports. We need to change the culture. No more integrity taking a backseat to performance. No more players, coaches, and fans run amok. No more too big to fail. It sounds good, It sounds reasonable. Come to think of it, it sounds like high school sports. At the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we know that sports are just part of a student athlete's overall education and that there's more to the game than winning. We also know that high school sports are incredibly exciting. They're rich with tradition and bring communities together like nothing else. In a word, they're pure. More and more, that's what people want. High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport. This message brought to you by the Indianapolis Colts, the IHSAA, and the high schools in this community.
It's your ticket to an evening out that won't break the bank. It's your ticket to explosive runs, acrobatic catches, and game-saving tackles. It's your ticket to an experience you'll never forget. It's your ticket to the IHSAA State Football Tournament. Attending a tournament football game is a fun and affordable way to see sports played the way they were meant to be, for the pure love of it. The Indianapolis Colts and the Indiana High School Athletic Association invite you to be part of Indiana's rich tradition of high school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport, pure state tournament excitement. The drama is set to kick off. Do you have your ticket?
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. There's just one place where a team is more than a group of individual agendas. It's a catalyst for demonstrating the potential of the collaborative spirit. There's just one place where players, coaches, and fans experience the exhilaration that happens when an entire community rallies behind the school team. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. In addition, high school sports help young people in Indiana develop the discipline and confidence they need to be leaders in life, even as they unite communities like nothing else. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
From Jamestown to Jonesville, from North Salem to South Milford, from River Forest to Grass Creek. No matter where you live in Indiana, you can enjoy high school sports coverage at its very best on the IHSAA Champions Network, presented by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. It's 35 powerhouse radio stations, Fox Sports Indiana, and the World Wide Web, combining their vast resources to blanket the state, the Midwest, and the world with the purest, most riveting presentation of high school sports in America. From Anderson to Attica, Kendallville to Kokomo, follow the high school sports that make our state great all season long. Thank you, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, and welcome home.
Welcome back to Royerton, Indiana, Delta High School on a Hoosier Friday night. We've got ourselves a barn burner of a football game after the first 24 minutes with Delta out in front of Jay County, 14-13. Let's recap the scoring for you. Delta drew first blood in the first quarter at the 5:41 mark when Charlie Spiegel took it in from 3 yards out for the touchdown. Isaac Griffiths added his first PAT of the night, make it 7-0 Delta midway through the first quarter. Jay County responded right away after getting the ball back. They go to the touchdown farm on a 61-yard pass from Hill to Webster. Haynes added his PAT for the Patriots, and at 4:43 of the first quarter, it was a 7-7 ball game. Delta took the lead again at the 3:01 mark of the first quarter. They were pinned deep in their own territory on a punt. They started the drive at their 2. They get a first down on a pass of 12 yards. Play, 86 yards to pay dirt by Charlie Spiegel on a beautiful run, including a great broken tackle as he spun out of a defender and went all the way. Griffiths added his second extra point kick of the night. Delta led 14-7. That's where the first quarter ended. The only score in the second quarter came very late, and it belonged to Jay County. They capitalized for interception, got great field position, drove it in for the score, 17 yards on a pass from Hill to Hummel for the touchdown on a fourth down play. Delta, instead of hanging their head, blocked the extra point to preserve the lead at 14-13. That's where we stand right now at intermission. Delta 14, Jay County 13. Take a look at the unofficial team numbers for you in the first half. Jay County 2 penalties for 15 yards. Delta 1 penalty for 15, Jay County with 5 first downs. Delta was 7. 1 fumble by Jay County. They got back on top of it. Delta lost their only fumble. 1 interception in the game. It belongs to Delta. So the Eagles have had 2 turnovers, and one of them was really costly. In fact, it allowed Jay County to go right into business. In terms of interceptions, 1 in the game, thrown by Delta's Zach Garner. Punts, the punter's been busy, especially at the Jay County side of the field. 4 punts in the first half for some pretty good yardage and a couple of nice pin kicks by Jay County as the cover team was able to kill one at the 2-yard line and kill another at the 4. They've done a nice job on the Jay County side with their kicking game. Unofficially, 1 punt in the first half for Delta. It was only a 14-yard net punt. Jay County with 102 as a team in the first half. Delta with 210 total yards of offense unofficially in the first half. And most of those belong to big number 32, who has had himself a game worth of work in a half of a contest. I'm talking about Charlie Spiegel, Ground Chuck, as I like to call him on Twitter. And that's a good way to ease my way into another, hey, jump out on Twitter and look at me reminder. On Twitter, at Delco Preps, you'll find all kinds of things like stats, scores, game coverage, who knows what else you might see, video clips. Yep, every now and then, you never know. But it's been an interesting first half, and it certainly looks like we're going to have ourselves a 48-minute contest here tonight out in Royerton. We'll take a break, come back to look at the unofficial first half numbers individually. Back for more on the halftime show here on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel. Don't go away.
Hey, honey, is this your course schedule for the fall?
Yep.
Let me see here. English, good. Chemistry, trigonometry, excellent. World history, oh, I love world history. Baseball, wait, baseball? Baseball isn't a course, honey.
Well, sure it is, Mom. High school sports are about so much more than winning and losing. They teach lessons that can't be taught in a classroom, like accountability and self-discipline, the value of teamwork. I may not be earning a grade, but I'm learning how to compete later in life. Isn't that what getting a good education is all about?
Yes, of course it is. I was just testing you.
What can teenagers here in Indiana learn from participating in high school sports? Plenty, as it turns out. That's why they're called education-based athletics.
High school sports. There's so much more than just a game.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. There's still a place. There's still a place where performance is enhanced by extra effort, not by performance-enhancing drugs. There's still a place where contracts are between coaches and players, and the terms are non-negotiable. There's still a place where an edge is something you gain by working harder than your opponent, there's still a place where sport is pure. That place is the high school in your community. At the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we believe that while competition can be fierce, it doesn't change the fact that it's only a game. The goal may be to win, but the point is to have fun. And if you want to be reminded of just how great sports can be when they're played the right way, then the place to be is at a high school sporting event in your community. High school sports, pure spirit, pure sport, pure Indiana. This message made possible by the IHSAA and the high schools in this community.
We hear it more and more when people talk about sports. We need to change the culture. No more integrity taking a backseat to performance. No more players, coaches, and fans run amok. No more too big to fail. It sounds good. It sounds reasonable. Come to think of it, it sounds like high school sports. At the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we know that sports are just part of a student-athlete's overall education and that there's more to the game than winning. We also know that high school sports are incredibly exciting. They're rich with tradition and bring communities together like nothing else. In a word, they're pure. More and more, that's what people want. High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport. This message brought to you by the Indianapolis Colts, the IHSAA, and the high schools in this community.
It's your ticket to an evening out that won't break the bank. It's your ticket to explosive runs, acrobatic catches, and game-saving tackles. It's your ticket to an experience you'll never forget. It's your ticket to the IHSAA State Football Tournament. Attending a tournament football game is a fun and affordable way to see sports played the way they were meant to be, for the pure love of it. The Indianapolis Colts and the Indiana High School Athletic Association invite you to be part of Indiana's rich tradition of high school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport, pure state tournament excitement. The drama is set to kick off. Do you have your ticket?
It's Delta 14, Jay County 13 here at halftime in Delta High School. I'm Brian Beaver. Thanks for being along for the ride tonight. We recap the scoring and the team numbers for you individually, unofficially in the first half for Jay County. Holton Hill was 1 for 7 for 61 yards and a touchdown through the air. His only completion, well, it came to Caleb Webster when they got that 61-yard touchdown early in the game. 4 runners have carried the ball tonight for Jay County. See Noah Hummel, 4 carries, 10 net yards. Ryan Schlechte, 4 carries, 2 net yards. His bigger in size twin brother, Michael Schlechte, 8 carries, 30 net yards. And Caden Stant, 1 carry. He lost a yard for Jay County in the first half. For Delta, as the Eagles come back on the field quickly, Zach Garner, 2 of 5 through the air for 52 yards and an interception. 2 catches in the first half for Mason Hunt. The only 2 receptions of the night for Delta. And he's totaled those 52 yards, had a 40-yard catch and a 12-yarder. And in the running department, Garner has 5 carries for 8 net yards. Charlie Spiegel, the only other ball carrier tonight for Delta. I'm working on a case of black lung. You can probably tell that. Not quite 100% healthy tonight. Apologize for that. Charlie Spiegel, 17 carries, 150 yards, 2 scores. 1 from 3 yards out, 1 from 86 yards out. And I believe that's the season best. He had an 82-yarder last week in Delta's win over Centerville, but Spiegel tonight with an 86-yard run for a touchdown and 5 scores on the year for Ground Chuck. He's having a great first couple of games here in 2017. Delta's back on the field. Jay County will be back out shortly. We'll take one more break, come back for the start of the third quarter right after this on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel. Don't go away.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. There's just one place where a team is more than a group of individual agendas. It's a catalyst for demonstrating the potential of the collaborative spirit. There's just one place where players, coaches, and fans experience the exhilaration that happens when an entire community rallies behind the school team. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. In addition, high school sports help young people in Indiana develop the discipline and confidence they need to be leaders in life, even as they unite communities like nothing else. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
He worked out early, practiced late, and studied well into the night. The next day, he did it all over again.
She missed time hanging out and socializing with friends so she could make it on time to practices and games.
He became a top student and a confident leader, even as he helped his team win back-to-back conference titles.
She became a role model in her community, even as she led her team to an undefeated season.
And when they finished playing high school sports, what did they do next?
She graduated from college with honors and went to work for a successful company.
He attended graduate school and became a difference maker in his community.
Because that's what student athletes in Indiana do. They use the skills they develop playing high school sports today
to do even bigger things in life tomorrow.
High school sports,
a winning part of a complete education.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
We're just about set for the start of the third quarter here at Delta High School. Brian Beaver along with you tonight. Great to have you along. Appreciate your ears for a while. As the scoreboard rolls down to end the intermission, we'll get ready for second half action with Delta leading Jay County 14-13. Delta was not ranked in this week's poll, but they are getting some votes. And if they can hold on and win here and maybe go to 2 or 3 or 4-0, you never know where the top 10 might call home before the season is over. But a long way to go, especially in this one. This is anybody's game as we head for the final 24 minutes. Delta, if you might remember, won the toss and took the ball to start the game. So Jay County will get the ball here to begin the third quarter on a beautiful, beautiful night. They are not much better than this when it comes to Indiana football and the early season. Sometimes in late August, it's 95 degrees and just hotter than Hades, but tonight is almost perfect for early season football. Weather is not an issue at all. Glad to see that. Delta preparing to kick it away. Starting the second half, Delta will move left to right, Jay County right to left. Here at the beautiful stadium in Royerton, just east of the high school. Traffic driving by on the highway just to our south. Isaac Griffiths is the place kicker in the lime green neon shoes. A stylist and a right footer, and he has it teed up right in the middle of the field on the X at his 40. Two deep men waiting inside the 15 for Jay County. Here's the boot. It's high, end over end, down the middle to the 15, out to the 20, 25, to the 30-yard line. And Delta stomps him right there. Nice return. That was Bailey Cox, number 30, who got the job done. Got about 14 yards on the return to the 29. So Jay County will go to work right there at the Patriot 29. The ball right in the middle of the crowd, trailing 14-13. Anybody's game to win right now. The Delta fans are hoping for that dub and a 2-0 start to the season. Wideouts on either side. Holton Hill under center. He'll drop, short drop, throws batted in the air, and it's incomplete. Nice play in there to get it batted
Pass
down.
incomplete. Blocked by number 1, Caleb Mills for the Eagles.
Caleb Mills went up. Not a very big guy, but he knocked it down. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. Hill's had a tough night throwing. He's 1 out of 8, but that one is that big 61 for 6 points. Same formation, wideouts for on either side, man in motion on 2nd and 10. The last man coming this way will get the handoff. That's Hummel, and he got nothing at all. They'll spot him at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 10. You look down at the score sheet.
Ball carried by number 24, Noah Hummel. Tackled for a loss.
4
of yards.
carries
Number
for
1,
loss
Caleb
already
Mills.
tonight by Jay County, and a couple other no gains. Delta's run defense is pretty doggone good, I got to tell you. 3rd and 10, Patriot ball, early 3rd quarter at their own 29 on the near hash. Wideouts either way. Will they throw it? Mills showing blitz. Here he comes. He's going to get to the quarterback, but he spins out. Hill rolls this way, keeps it, cuts it upfield, out to the 40, to the 45, where he's knocked out of bounds in the Delta bench. Mills nearly had a sack, but Hill did a great job spinning out after a 13-yard gain. First down.
Hill with the keeper. Push out of bounds, number 11, Cameron Levers for the
Mills
Eagles.
came within a
First down,
step
Jay
of
County.
picking up a sack there, but it's the first down of the second half. It belongs to Jay County, and the Patriots have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. 1 minute gone by here in the 3rd quarter. Delta 14, Jay County 13. Webster split near here on the near side. That's the short side of the field with Hill under center, looking at the defense. Toss sweep this way. Michael Schlechte with it. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and barrels his way loose. He pops free. He goes to midfield and beyond, all the way to the Delta 46. After what should have been no gain, he somehow scored it free. He took it all the way. Wow. Down here for a 12-yard gain and a first down. Well, that was good, hard-nosed running by Michael Schlechte, who looked like he was going to be dead to rights. 2 straight first downs by the Patriots as they open the 3rd quarter with the ball, and they've got a drive going at the Delta 46-yard line. Hill will play act, deep drop, has time, throws right side. It is intercepted across the way, along the sideline on the Jay County side of the field. Not sure who got it, but Delta has picked it up. Mason Hunt gets credit for the INT, and that's a huge turnover for Jay County. The linebacker stepped in front of the pass, and Delta is in business. 1st and 10, they'll have it just inside the Jay County side of the 50 at the 48. Leading 14-13. They'll give it right to Spiegel, and he'll take it straight ahead between the guards. Second effort takes him all the way to the 42. Nice 6-yard run by Spiegel.
Ball carried number 32, Charlie Spiegel. Tackle made by the Patriots, number 59.
That'll bring up 2nd and short. That interception by Hunt is the first this year by Delta. It couldn't come at a better time. Hunt did a great job to give his offense another chance. 2nd and 4. Another give to Spiegel. Cuts right, now cuts upfield. Takes it to near the stick and just beyond. I think he got the first down. That's going to be a 5-yard gain and a Delta first down. So Delta now trying to get back on the board. They've got a little bit of a drive going here. This began at the Jay County 48. They've picked up 11 yards, and with 9:30 to go in the 3rd quarter, Delta has 1st and 10 and leads 14-13. Wide out here on the near side, tight end left. They'll put running backs on either side of Garner. Now one in motion, and now a whistle. I think that's probably going to be procedure against Delta. When that happens and where the flags fly, it's almost always procedure or false start. Here's the official, give him the signal, and it is procedure against the Eagles. They'll lose 5 yards of real estate. Make it first and long. Only the second penalty tonight by Delta for 20 yards. It's been a relatively clean game in terms of penalties. Neither team has really rung up a lot of hankies, but now on 1st and 15 at the 47-yard line in Jay County territory. Here comes Delta with Charlie Spiegel chugging ahead again, and he got about a yard to the right side. Jay County did a nice job stopping that one to make it 2nd and 14.
Number 32, Charlie Spiegel with the ball.
Charlie Spiegel, unofficially 20 carries, 162 yards, and 2 scores. 8:50 to go, third quarter, 14-13. Delta in front. Delta driving in Jay County territory. Now from the pistol, Garner will stop, drop, throw, deep ball left side. Man out there, great leaping catch at the 15-yard line for another first down. Wesley Stitt went up and out, leaped the defensive back to catch it. Beautiful catch. Takes it to the 15. 27 yards on the connection. Pretty catch, and I'm going to say it, Stitt happens. And it did right there. Great catch. He timed his leap perfectly. Defender should have made a better play on the ball, but it's 1st and 10. Eagles at the 15 in Jay County territory. Spiegel gets the call, the carry straight ahead for about 3 to the 12-yard line.
Number 32, Charlie Spiegel up the middle. Tackle made by number 52, Ben Antrim.
2nd down, fat 7, short 8. As the clock goes under 8 minutes to go, third quarter. And if you're Delta, you got to score on this one. They let one get away earlier in the game. They need to capitalize here. 2nd and 7 at the Jay County 12. Here's play action. Garner rolling right. It's going to tuck it, keep it inside the 10, inside the 5. Taken down and around the 3-yard line here on the near sideline. They'll mark him at the 4. That's a first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
First down, Eagles.
8-yard pickup by Zach Garner on a pretty run to the right side, and scoring time. Get out the bank book. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Delta ball, 14-13 leaders with 7:33 to go in the third quarter. Stitt wide right here on the near side from the near hash. In the pistol, Garner gives to Spiegel. Stutter step, goes to the 1-yard line. He's in for the touchdown. Official on the far side put up his hands, said touchdown, and now he's going to run in. He's the only official who put his hands up, but he did signal touchdown. Let's see what they decide to do. Touchdown, Delta. Charlie Spiegel, 4 yards, his 3rd touchdown of the night. Delta leads 20-13. Back-to-back hat tricks to start the season for Charlie Spiegel. Beautiful run. The stutter step is what made it possible. Griffiths on to try the PAT. The boot is on the way. It looks good. It is good. 7:27 to go in the third quarter. Delta takes advantage of the turnover, and they cash it in for a touchdown. 1, Jay County 13. Back with more after this timeout on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel.
The world of high school sports is filled with athletes who possess the eye of the tiger and whose focus and determination enables them to soar like eagles. The games themselves can't be played without a few zebras. Becoming an IHSAA official is a great way to be part of the action and to support Indiana's healthy tradition of high school athletics. Visit IHSAA.org and get in the game. This message brought to you by the IHSAA and the high schools in your community.
Welcome back to the ball game. Delta has expanded its lead. The Eagles are now out in front by a count of 21-13, courtesy of that touchdown run by Charlie Groundchuck Spiegel. They've got an 8-point lead, and they're about to kick it away. Jay County with twin deep men. Looks like Stant and Webster inside their 15 as Griffiths tees it up and breaks the huddle. It was a 48-yard drive for a score that all began with Mason Hunt's interception, and Delta took the short field and said, give me some more. Griffiths approaches, short kick to the left side. Short man catches it at the 25, 30, 35, taken down there. That looked like Daniel Ostrowski on the return. And Jay County has good field position, trailing by 8.
Number 28, Daniel Ostrowski. Tackle made by the Eagles, number 36, Kyle Tempest.
Eagles have made some big plays here early in the third quarter on both sides of the ball. That great catch by Stitt got him deep in the red zone. The Mason Hunt interception, the Spiegel stutter step pounding touchdown run, third of the night, sixth of the year for Spiegel. And Jay County goes to work on the far hash. That's the right side as they move right to left here, trailing 21-13 with 7:22 to go third quarter. Handoff is inside and straight ahead. I don't think he got more than half a yard, just out across the line of scrimmage for a 1-yard gain as they unpile him, and that was Stant on the carry. And that's a tough yard.
Carry number 22, Caden Stant. Tackle made by the Eagles, number 1, Caleb Mills.
Stant's having a kind of a tough night on the ground. 2 carries, net 0. He was a busy guy last week. He carried the ball 4 times, caught 4 more balls, including a touchdown. 2nd and 9. Hill to drop, flushed, throws here in the flat. Caught on the near side, but good coverage by Delta. Webster caught it, but that was a great job by
Pass complete to number 3,
Levers
Webster.
to keep it to a 3-yard gain.
Cameron Levers.
That'll bring up third down. Better part of 7 yards to go. Hill looking at the sideline, looking at his wristband. Holton is a senior. He's a 3-year starter. Knows what he's doing. Play clock down to 2. There's the snap just ahead of the expiration. Blitzed, hit as he throws. Ball is incomplete. And a flag comes flying in. And I'll tell you what, Pease just collected some ribs from Holton Hill. He hit him just as he threw, so he paid for that one. The official puts the flag down at the 49 of Jay County on a deep throw down the middle. Let's see what the signal is going to be. Pass was just overthrown by Hill. The officials, all 4 of them, huddling near the line of scrimmage now, and one of them runs over to tell Christopher Overholt what's going on. Here's the signal. Defensive holding against Delta. Going to be a first down by penalty. So that one will cost them 10 yards. Third infraction by the Eagles tonight. That's a costly one. They had done a good job setting up third and long, and now it's 1st and 10, Jay County. Patriot ball at their own 46. Make it to 47 with 5:53 to go. And now the official talking to Coach Overholt again here on the near sideline saying, here's how we saw it. I don't think Chris is happy with the explanation. We're set for action. Hill will split men on either side. One setback behind him is Schlechte, Michael Schlechte. His brother goes in motion. They give it straight ahead to the bigger one, and he powers his way inside Delta territory to the 48 for a gain of around 7 yards. Going to make it 6.
By number 40, Michael Schlechte. Tackle made by the Eagles, number 1, Caleb
Second
Mills.
down, 4 yards to go. Clock rolling under 5:30 here in the third quarter. Delta turned a 14-13 halftime lead into a 21-13 advantage with that nice drive capped off by the third Spiegel touchdown run, and they have an 8-point lead. Delta driving, though. Schlechte again, the eye back behind Holton Hill. Long count, now he'll drop. Deep ball out here on the near side. It is incomplete. Levers went up, got his hands on it, broke it up. Pass was intended out here for Parker Grimes.
For number 8, Parker
That'll bring
Grimes.
up third down.
Play broke up by number 11, Cameron Levers.
Levers has done a nice job on the corner tonight. Couple of pass breakups, PBUs. It's third down and a fat 4, a short 5. Ball is sitting between the Delta 48 and 49, and Jay County will run another one. Twin wideouts here near side, one far side, only one setback behind the quarterback, Holton Hill, and he gives straight ahead to Schlechte, running room to the 40, to the 35. He's got another Jay County first down.
Ball carried by number 40, Michael
It's a
Schlechte.
13-yard gain.
Tackle made by the Eagles, number 2, Wesley Stitt. First down, Jay County.
That's the best running play of the night so far for the Patriots. Fresh 4 downs for JC as they put together a nice drive here. First and 10 Patriots at the Eagle 35. Parker Grimes split way over here near left side. Wide for JC. They'll spin, give to Schlechte. Ryan Schlechte, he tried to stutter step a man, couldn't do it. Got by the first one. Player might be injured on the corner over there for Delta. Stitt was there to clean it up, and we've got an injured Eagle player down over at the point of attack.
Ball carried by number 25, Ryan Schlechte.
After a 3-yard gain by Schlechte.
Number 2, Wesley Stitt.
Officials timeout to 10 to the Delta player. We'll take the break with them. 4:29 to go in the third quarter. It's Delta 21, Jay County 13 on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel.
A wintry Friday night. A packed gymnasium in a tight-knit community. A shot taken. History made. A state of delirium? No. The state of Indiana. High school sports. Pure spirit. Pure sport. Pure Indiana. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
And there you hear the nice hand. That's Mason Hunt, the injured player, and it may just be a cramp. He pulled at his leg as he went down on the corner, trying to turn the corner. And it's probably just a cramp. He's doing the Fred Sanford gimp walk, and that's usually a good sign that it's just a cramp, and he'll come to the sideline for at least a play. So the gain for Ryan Schlechte was 3 yards. Jay County will have a second down 7 situation at the Delta 32. We have 4:29 remaining in the third quarter. It's Delta 21, Jay County 13. Twin wideouts here on the near side, one across the way for Jay County with one running back behind Holton Hill, the quarterback. Give is straight ahead to the fullback, Michael Schlechte. He moves the pile all the way down near the stick at the Delta 25. He may have another first down. Good power running by Michael Schlechte, and he's got enough to move the sticks. It's been a dose of Michael Schlechte here in the second half for Jay County, and he is starting to have some success in the second half. 3:56 to go. First and 10, Jay County at the Delta 25. They trail by 8, 21-13. Hill under center. He'll give to Michael Schlechte, who tries to sweep it right side, and the big blue wave crashes him down after a loss of a yard. Really nice job by the Delta left side defensively to put the stop on him. Charlie Spiegel on the stop. A -1 for Schlechte. Thirteenth carry of the night for the big Michael Schlechte. 67 net yards unofficially. Now an official's timeout whistled, and I think Jay County wants to talk things over, and they do take a timeout. First stoppage by either team here in the second half, and it comes at 3:15 of the third quarter. We'll take the break. It's Delta 21, Jay County 13 on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel.
A crisp October evening. A stadium filled with fans. A pass-through. A journey completed. State of euphoria? No. The state of Indiana. High school sports. Pure spirit. Pure sport. Pure Indiana. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
Welcome back to the ballpark. 3:15 to go, third quarter. Good, tight game here tonight in week 2 as Delta leads Jay County 21-13. Patriots have a chance to potentially tie if they can get a touchdown here, trailing by 8. They've got it 2nd and 11 at the Delta 26-yard line. Webster wide here on the near side. 2 backs in front of the I-back Schlechte. They'll fake to Oliver and throw. Hill, he's going to be sacked down at the 37-yard line. Delta got to him. I think Wright was there. Not sure who else was there.
By number 33,
that's a big loss.
Drown.
Logan Drown getting credit for the sack, paper or plastic, all the way back to the 35. 9-yard loss. Nice play by Drown. Big play here. Jay County has it 3rd and 22. In Delta territory, they hand it to Michael Schlechte straight ahead. He got back to the original line of scrimmage, but he'll be 10 yards short of the first down. Make it 4th and long. Got another official's timeout. A Jay County player down, and that sure looks like a cramped leg. In fact, both of them, his teammates, whoever that is, have him on the ground. We have another Delta player down as well. 2 guys are down. Both teams come to the sidelines. Wow. Hopefully just cramps on both sides. We'll take another break. 2:15 to go, third quarter, as they tend to the injured players. Delta 21, Jay County 13 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
A 50-50 ball. An elbow to the ribs. A sudden flash of tempers. In sports, anything can happen in the heat of the moment. The Indiana High School Athletic Association reminds you that when cooler heads prevail, everybody wins. When the game heats up, will you keep your cool? This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
Welcome back to Delta High School. The injured Eagle is Mason Hunt, who cramped again, and they're going to bring him off. He has to sit out of play. We've got a Jay County player still down as they tend to stretch his legs. That's almost a certainty that he's cramping either a hamstring or another part of his leg, and warm tonight, but you get guys going both ways, playing lots of downs, and pretty soon fatigue does set in, and the Jay County player is up, and that's Michael Schlechte, and he's going to get a nice hand as well. Big number 40 takes a walk to the east sideline. He's doing the Fred Sanford Gimp walk as well. Well, after all that excitement, it'll be 4th down and about 11 yards to go. Jay County with the ball at the Delta 26. They need to get inside the 15 to pick up the first down. So the better part of 11 yards to go. And they'll split one man wide right, 2 wide near side here on the left, 1 in the slot on 4th and 11 with Hill under center and dropping to throw. Under pressure, evades the sack, kicks upfield, running still inside the 20, fumbles the ball. There's a pile at the 18-yard line. It won't matter anyway because Delta has held on downs and they recover the fumble. Well, Hill picked up about 8 yards, but he fumbled it. And Delta covers it.
Jay County fumble by number 12, Holton Hill, recovered by the Eagles.
First down, Delta, as they hold deep in their territory in the red zone. Big play. Second fumble tonight by Jay County. They lost that one. So 1st and 10 for Delta. Their ball at their own 17 with a $1:56 to go third quarter with them leading 21-13. And look out, Garner is free on the left side. Running room on the quarterback keeper as he gets out of bounds after a gain of 12 to the 30-yard line.
Number 5, Zach Garner.
That's a first down on a nice run by Garner. Eagles are in business. They're out of the shadow of their own goal line. Unofficially, their first down in the second half. So they've got it now at their own 31. Garner will hand off to Spiegel, who goes straight ahead between the guards about 3 or 4 yards before hitting a pack of white jerseys. They drive him back, but he'll get forward progress to the 34. Gain of 3.
Number 32, Charlie Spiegel, the ball carrier. Tackle made by
unofficially tonight for Charlie Spiegel, 23 carries, 172 yards, 3 touchdowns. It'll be 2nd and 7. Eagles ball. Eagles lead at 21-13, the final minute 18 of the third quarter. One man wide left, that's across the way as they move left to right. Here's a handoff, sweep left side. Spiegel cuts to daylight, 40, 45. Driven down at the 46, another Delta first down. 12-yard gain for Spiegel.
Number 26, Trey Castillo. First down, Eagles.
Moves his yardage total to 184. Charlie's having a really nice start to 2017. Back-to-back first downs. Eagles under a minute to go third quarter, leading 21-13. 1st and 10, their own 46. Deep throw, left side, man is out there. Can he get it? He's got it! Inside the 30-yard line. Stick with another spectacular catch. He went airborne, caught it, falling back, landed on his back, held on. First down, Eagles. 28-yard gain. Third straight first down for Delta. Nice drive going. This one began at their 17-yard line. This might be the final play of the third quarter in a 21-13 game, and now the far side official whistles time, and Jay County wants another timeout. Their second one here in the second half. Unofficially, I've got them for 4 taken in the game, and we'll take a break. 25 seconds to go third quarter. Delta out in front of Jay County, 21-13 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in Indiana so special? They do. You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
It's Delta 21, Jay County 13 as we head for the final 25 seconds of the third quarter, 25.2 for you people who are specifically down to the 10th. Timeout by Jay County to talk it over, and on 1st and 10, Delta has the ball at the 26-yard line in Jay County territory. In the pistol, Garner with a running back on either side of him. He'll fake to Spiegel, roll right, wants to throw. Now he'll tuck it, keep it, cut it inside. The 20 to the 15, run out of bounds. Should have another Delta first down. They'll spot him at the 15.
Number 5, Zach Garner with the keeper.
11-yard gain, first down Eagles.
Ethan Thur.
Unofficially for Garner tonight, 8 carries, 40 yards, and another Delta Eagle first down, and another player cramping, and he'll run off on his own power. And Delta has picked up 4 first downs on this drive, which began at their 17-yard line after they recovered a fumble on 4th down. And they're pounding on the door in the red zone in Jay County's end of the field. Could be the final play of the period. 2 wideouts left. Garner will play act. Roll left. Has a man in the end zone. He's going to keep it. Run it. Inside the 10. Inside the 5. Inside the end zone. Touchdown, Zach Garner. Touchdown, Delta. Garner takes it 15 yards, and Delta has a 27-13 lead. Beautiful run by Garner, the sophomore quarterback, with just under 11 seconds to go in the third quarter. Griffiths on to try the PAT. Good snap, hold down. Kicked on the way. He split him. It's good. 10.5 to go here in the third quarter. Delta has broken this one open. It's Eagles 28, Patriots 13 on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel.
Who do I play high school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in Indiana learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules and the value of hard work and sacrifice. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Delta leads by 15 now, 28-13. Beautiful drive. That was an 83-yard drive by Delta. 5 first downs, went right down the field doing the cha-cha. Maybe their best drive of the night, and they lead 28-13. On that 15-yard keeper for a touchdown by Garner. Having a nice night, the sophomore quarterback. Getting better every snap of the season on the ground. Now the Eagles will kick it away with 10.5 seconds to go third quarter. Leading by 15. Griffiths to tee it up and kick it left to right. He's all set. The officials say, go ahead, young man. Here's the approach and the kick. Short, high pooch kick on the near side. It'll be taken on the fly at the 25 by a short man. Cuts to the sideline all the way out to the 37. Nice return. Flag flies right in on the tackle pile. That could be a face mask. We'll wait to see. And return that time, I believe, was Webster. He's the guy going off with his helmet off, and we'll wait on the penalty. They'll spot the ball down at the 37-yard line in Jay County territory. 4.5 seconds to go. Here's the referee with the signal. It's holding against Jay County. So that'll hurt them on a nice return. Third penalty tonight against the Patriots. They'll mark it off from the 46. That'll go all the way back to the 26-yard line. 10-yard penalty, only the third hanky of the night against Jay County. We've only had 6 penalties in the whole game, and one of those was a kickoff out of bounds to start the night. So the Patriots have work to do. They trail 28-13. They'll have the ball at their own 26-yard line to open this drive. Thanks for joining us tonight. Glad you're along for the ride. Been a good night for Delta so far. Jay County not out of it yet, though. They'll get a snap here at the end of the third quarter. Hill will take it. Spin give to Michael Schlechte. Ball pops free. It's on the ground at the 30-yard line. Schlechte had it squirt right out of his hands. He has a teammate fall on it. Boy, Connor Davis saved his bacon by covering the fumble after a gain of 4. That's the final play of the third quarter. We'll take the break as they flip the field. We head for the final 12 minutes of regulation. After 3 quarters, Delta's in the driver's seat. It's the Eagles 28, Jay County 13 on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel. Don't go away.
From Jamestown to Jonesville, from North Salem to South Milford, from River Forest to Grass Creek. No matter where you live in Indiana, you can enjoy high school sports coverage at its very best on the IHSAA Champions Network, presented by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. It's 35 powerhouse radio stations, Fox Sports Indiana, and the World Wide Web, combining their vast resources to blanket the state, the Midwest, and the world with the purest, most riveting presentation of high school sports in America. From Anderson to Attica, Kendallville to Kokomo, follow the high school sports that make our state great all season long. Thank you, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, and welcome home.
Delta leads Jay County 28-13 as we open the fourth period. Jay County, second down, 8 yards to go at their own 29. They'll throw it here in the flat. Caught by Webster. He's going to be hit right away and only get about 1 more yard. Now 4 or 5 Eagles are in on top of him. That was nice coverage out there that time in the flat.
Pass complete to number 3.
Tyler Gillen on the play.
Initial contact made by the Eagles, number 18, Tyler Gillen.
Gain of 5. Third and short. Better part of 2 yards to go. Jay County really needs to convert here on third down. They've got the ball at their own 34 here on the near side hash as they go left to right, trailing by 15. Man in motion this way. They'll give it to him. Ryan Schlechte upfield into the secondary. Enough for the first down. Finally brought down at the 45-yard line. Gain of 11. Best run tonight by Ryan Schlechte.
Ball carried by number 25, Ryan Schlechte. Initial contact made by
First and 10 Eagles
Wesley
defensively. First and 10 offensively for Jay County. Patriots pick up the first down. They'll move the sticks. They've got it at their 45 with 10:52 left in the game. Jay County trailing Delta 28-13 with Hill under center. Looking over the defense. He fumbles the snap. Falls on it. Mills was right there, but I think Hill just managed to get on top of his own fumble, and he did. It's going to be a loss of 2. Patriots have been fumble prone tonight. They have coughed it up 4 times. They've only lost 1. But those minus yardage plays really hurting your play call. 2nd and 12. Final 10:15 in the game, barring any overtime. Jay County needs a bunch in a hurry, trailing 28-13. Hill will take the snap, gives straight ahead to Michael Schlechte, who powers his way inside Delta territory, drags the pile 10 yards all the way to the Delta 40-yard line for a nice first down. 17-yard run by Schlechte.
Number 40, Michael Schlechte. Initial contact made by the Eagles, number 31, Mason Hunt.
Another first down, another fresh 4. 6th first down of the second half, and whistles just before the snap. Delta calling a timeout. just before Jay County could run the
We'd like
play.
to wish good luck to the
We'll take a
following
break.
Delta sports teams.
9:53 to go in the game.
Our
Delta
boys and girls
28,
cross
Jay
country
County
team will be
13 on
competing
Beaver
with the
Media
Rushville Empire
and on the Delco Preps channel.
Hey, honey, is this your course schedule for the fall?
Yep.
Ah, let me see here. English, good. Chemistry, trigonometry, excellent. World history. Oh, I love world history. Baseball? Wait, baseball? Baseball isn't a course, honey.
Well, sure it is, Mom. High school sports are about so much more than winning and losing. They teach lessons that can't be taught in a classroom, like accountability and self-discipline, the value of teamwork. I may not be earning a grade, but I'm learning how to compete later in life. Isn't that what getting a good education is all about?
Yes, of course it is. I was just testing you.
What can teenagers here in Indiana learn from participating in high school sports? Plenty, as it turns out. That's why they're called education-based athletics.
High school sports. There's so much more than just a game.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Off the timeout, Jay County, 1st and 10 at the Delta 40-yard line, trailing the Eagles 28-13. Almost a must-score drive for Jay County. They'll give it to Hummel, left side. He runs it inside the 35, down near the 33. That's a nice 7-yard pickup for Hummel, who comes up gimping. Might have twisted an ankle. No huddle. Here they go. Straight ahead to Michael Schlechte, who has enough for the first down at the 29. 3-yard gain, another first down.
Ball carried up the middle by number 40, Michael Schlechte. Tackle made by the Eagles, number 34, Brady
Jay
Keys.
County
First
going.
down, Jay County.
No huddle. On 1st and 10 at the 30. Make it the 29. Hill in trouble. Wants to throw. He's going to be sacked down at the 37-yard line. Stephen Wright got to him and brought him down for a big loss.
12, quarterback Holton Hill, sacked by number 50,
Paper
Stephen Wright.
or plastic. That's a loss of about 7 yards on the sack by Wright. 2nd and 17. Hand off straight ahead to Michael Schlechte, who takes it straight ahead like a steamroller to the 43 to pick up 4 of those yards.
Ball carried up the middle by number 40, Michael Schlechte. Tackle made by the Eagles, number 1, Caleb
That brings
Meadows.
up 3rd and long. Michael Schlechte has gone over 100 yards unofficially. I've got him for 18 carries and 107. So we've got 200-yard rushers in this game, 1 on either side. Charlie Spiegel has 100 and a bunch more for Delta. 3rd and 14. Jay County really needs to convert in 4-down territory here, trailing by 15. Holton Hill, short drop, deep ball down the middle. Defense is there. It's incomplete as it falls inside the 5. There were 3 defenders there, 1 receiver.
25,
Pass was
Ryan
intended
Schlechte.
for Ryan Schlechte. He couldn't get there, and it's 4th down. Clock stops at 8:06 of the 4th quarter. 4-down territory. You got to go here. When you're trailing 28-13, Tim Millspaw says, I got to go. And they will. From the Delta 34. They need to get it inside the 20. So they need 14 fat ones here for sure, with a man split on either side. Webster way over here near the near sideline. Hill will drop. Has a pocket, throws over the middle. It's caught and then dropped. It's going to be incomplete. Ryan Schlechte tried to get it. It was thrown behind him, and that's it. Delta holds on downs. That should drive a couple more nails in the coffin. Eagles get it back with 8:01 left in the game, leading 28-13. And one more score would put it on ice. Delta will start this drive at their own 33. Twin wideouts here on the near side. Tight right, 2 running backs in the backfield with Garner. He'll keep it and sweep it left side. Gets to the corner, jukes a man, turns the corner, stumbles forward to the 37. That's a nice 4-yard run by the sophomore
Number 5,
quarterback.
Zach Garner with keeper. Tackle made by number 25, Ryan Schlechte.
Zach's a pretty good runner in his own right. 10 carries, 59 yards. 15-yard touchdown to show for his night on the ground. He's another nice weapon. Clock rolling, under 7:30 to go. Eagles 2nd down, 6 to go from their own 42. Twin wideouts right on the far side. Down, Spiegel backs his way and backpedals out to the 42. He'll be a couple yards short of the stick.
Charlie Spiegel, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number
3rd down and
59, Dawson Frazier.
Spiegel goes to 25 carries, 188 for yards unofficially. 3rd and short, 2 to go. Twin wideouts right. Spiegel right behind Garner and a step to his right. He'll get the handoff, drive it right into the pile. He's short of the 1st down. That's a no gainer. Short. Right now, it's important to burn clock as well, and that's what Delta's doing. Keep it on the ground. 4th and 2 from their 42. They need the 44 with 6:20 to go in the game, and it looks like they're at least going to line up and go for it. We'll see if they try to draw them offside. Delta 28, Jay County 13. Eagles trying to put this one on ice on 4th and 2. Play clock at 6. Garner claps his hands. I think they're just going to try to draw them off and kick it, and that appears to be what they're going to do. Delta takes the timeout. They stump the clock with 5:58 to go. I think they're down to 1 timeout to go. We'll take the break. Under 6 minutes left in this one. Delta leads Jay County 28-13 on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel. Don't go away.
A wintry Friday night. A packed gymnasium in a tight-knit community. A shot taken. History made. A state of delirium? No. The state of Indiana. High school sports. Pure spirit. Pure sport. Pure Indiana. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
Welcome back to the ball game. Delta breaks the huddle on 4th and 2 at their own 42, leading 28-13. They line up again to show go for it instead of kick it. Garner will take the snap. He'll roll right, has room. He's going to try to cut it upfield. He threw it at the last minute. Will they call that a pass or a fumble? I think he tried to throw it, and the referee does say incomplete. He tried to throw it as he was going down. A dangerous play, but a heady play. And it's just an incomplete pass. Could have been a fumble. Either way, Jay County is going to get the ball there. They exchange about 5 yards of give back on that real estate exchange. The incomplete pass will take it back to the 42 instead of about the 35, 36. Instead of a fumble, which they would have gotten on yardage, it's going to be 1st and 10, Patriots at the 42 in Delta territory. So they hold on downs. Jay County gets it back, and now they really got to do something in a hurry. Trailing 28-13 with less than 6 minutes left in the game. On 1st down, Hill pressured, steps up, throws incomplete across the way to the left side. Trying to hit Ryan Schlechte. Wesley Wooden on the coverage. It'll be 2nd and 10. Hill is only 1 out of his last 5. He has not had a really good night throwing the ball. He does have a touchdown pass to show for his night. They might need another 1 or 2 of those. On 2nd down, he'll spin give, sweep right. Here to the near side, Ryan Schlechte gets hammered as he comes to the sideline. Run out of bounds into the Delta bench at around the Delta 37. gain of 5. Third down, 5 yards to go. Patriots again have got to be thinking 4-down territory, trailing by 15 points. You need 2 touchdowns. You're going to need at least 1 2-point conversion just to tie the game. Wideouts either side for Hill as he drops to throw left side. It's caught out on the flat. It's good for a first down at the 30-yard line. Catch by Parker Grimes.
Parker Grimes. Initial contact made by the Eagles, number 7, Peyton Lehman. First down, Jay County.
Takes it to the 30. First and 10. Patriots ball in Delta territory at the 30. Hill to throw again. Has a man over the middle. Complete. That's Hummel. Takes it to the 15. Bumped out of bounds. And around the 13. 17 yards.
Pass complete to number 24, Noah Hummel. Tackle made by the Eagles, number 11, Cameron Levers. First down.
Another
Eagles.
first down for the Eagles.
First down,
Make it the Jay County Patriots. They're rolling. They're not a bad football team. They have played fairly well in this game. They've given Delta a pretty good test. First and 10. The Eagles 13 from the far hash. Straight ahead to Michael Schlechte on the handoff. He rumbles his way inside the 10. 3, maybe 4 hard-nosed yards. I'm impressed with Michael Schlechte. He's a tough hombre. Give him a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7 at the Delta 10. Man in motion far side. Holton Hill rolls right, has a man in the end zone, throws, caught, touchdown. 10-yard pass for a touchdown to Ryan Schlechte.
For a Jay County touchdown.
28-19. We'll see if they go for the 2 here or whether they do it the next time. That cuts the lead to 28-19. They're going to need a deuce at some point. They're going to go for 1. They'll go for the extra point here. Snap was bad. It rolled to the holder, and he's going to be taken down at the 16-yard line. Hummel dragged down on a solo stop by Caleb Mills. Beautiful tackle. Extra point is no good. 4:34 to go in this one, but it's not over yet. It's Delta 28, Jay County 19 on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel.
A crisp October evening. A stadium filled with fans. A pass-through. A journey completed. State of euphoria? No. The state of Indiana. High school sports. Pure spirit. Pure sport. Pure Indiana. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
It's Delta 28, Jay County 19. As we go to the final 4:34 in the fourth quarter. Brian Beaver along with you again tonight. Good to have you along as we get to crunch time. Delta just allowed that touchdown by Jay County, and
lost cell phone with an orange
they
case.
tried an extra point kick. The snap was
sounds like
horrible.
yours.
It one-hopped the holder. He got up, tried to run. Caleb Mills yanked him down. Still a 9-point game. So if you're Delta, that's great because Jay County still needs 2 scores to take the lead. Delta waiting on the kick, and they're smelling onside kick with their deep, in quotation marks, man at the 25 and 10 players between midfield and the 40. Jay County showing onside kick as they line up and bunch their guys near the right hash. Here's the pooch kick. Squibber on the ground. Delta will fall on it at around the 43-yard line. Nice fielding play down there as they picked up the short hop kick, and that was a nice play.
Covered by number 18, Tyler Gillen.
Tyler Gillen came up with the short hopper to third and just ate it. So great field position for Delta at their own 43. You're really a couple of first downs away from icing the game. Let's see if they just keep it on the ground, pound the clock, and call it a night here in Royerton. Eagles lead 28-19. Ball on the far hash, moving right to left. Garner in the pistol. They'll end around here. It's a reverse to Pease, and he runs from his H-back post back to the line of scrimmage here on the near side. They'll give him a tough 1-yard gain.
Ball carried by number 34, Brady Pease. Tackle made by Jake County's.
Brady's as tough as they come.
Stant.
And a 15-yard run for a touchdown in his only touch last week. He gets a tough yard there as they reverse the ball to make it 2nd and 9. Clock continues to roll. 4 minutes to go in the game. 9-point lead for the Eagles. Jay County has to score 2 more times to beat Delta in the final 3:51. Garner waiting on the snap. There it is. Play action. He'll keep it. Bootleg right. Gets a block on the corner. Can't turn it upfield, though. And he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That'll bring up 3rd and long.
Number 5, Zach Garner.
Clock continues to dwindle. 3:31 to go in the game. If you could get a first down here, you'd be in pretty good shape. And you're not in bad shape as it is with a 9-point lead. But you'd really like to burn that clock. Ball sitting on the Delta 43. 3rd and the better part of 10 yards. Fat 9. Wideouts on either side now. Garner is going to throw. Deep ball here near side. Stitt is out there. It's in and out of his hands and incomplete. Double coverage out there by Jay County, and Stitt, who's made a couple great catches tonight, couldn't come up with the circus catch there, and it's 4th down. Well, the Eagles went for broke, thinking they'd catch him sleeping. Jay County was not, and it's a punting situation with the clock stopped at 3:01 to go. I believe that's Wesley Stitt back to punt. Maybe it's Garner off. Can't really tell from here. Number's too small to read. I think it's Garner. Line of scrimmage, the Delta 43. Snap is high, but it's brought down. Garner's punt is high, wobbly, over toward the far sideline. It hits at the 30. It rolls out of bounds and around the 27-yard line. That's where they'll mark it. 2:54 to go in this one. Jay County needs a pair of scores. They trail Delta 28-19 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
A 50-50 ball. An elbow to the ribs. A sudden flash of tempers. In sports, anything can happen in the heat of the moment. The Indiana High School Athletic Association reminds you that when cooler heads prevail, everybody wins. When the game heats up, will you keep your cool? This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
1st and 10 at the 27 in Jay County territory. They go to the air. They complete this one to Hummel. He's down the sideline and bumped out of bounds, but not until he gets into Delta territory. Wow, let's see where they mark him.
Noah Hummel.
Line of scrimmage on that play was the 27. They got the better part of 30 yards. Let's see where they mark him down. He may have stepped out of the sideline here before he got on the Delta side of the field. I think we may have a flag as well. Let's see what we unravel here. Officials are conversing and conferencing here. Here comes the official signal. Hold against Jay County. That'll wipe out a pretty game. Not what you needed if you're the Patriots. That was a beautiful game. It's going to be a 10-yard mark-off. It'll turn that into a gain of 8. Second down and about 2. Now whistles before the next snap can occur. They got to get this all figured out where they are. We have 2:45 to go in the game. Delta leads 28-19. Jay County on life support, but they're not gone just yet. They could get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion fast. They'd make this very interesting. Now the officials go back to their spots and we're all set to go. Ball resting at the 35-yard line in Jay County territory. They need the 37. 2 yards to go. Hill will drop. Here comes the blitz. He gets rid of it in a moment.
Pass incomplete.
Just before the defense got to him, incomplete. Going for Hummel over the middle again. They'll try it again. Michael Schlechte bending over, pulling on his foot. He's got to be cramping. He's had a long, hard night at fullback. 2:42 on the clock, which stopped on that incomplete pass. Eagles showing blitz again. Here it comes. This time they run under it. Michael Schlechte hammers a pair of tacklers out here at the 46-yard line. It's a nice run.
40, Michael Schlechte.
12-yard gain. First down.
Tackle made by the Eagles. Number 2, Wesley Stitt. First down, Jay County.
Another first down for the Patriots. Clock briefly stopped on the first down. They've got it wound and rolling again. In the game. Patriots need to get going in a hurry. They trail 28-19. Hill under center with wideouts all over the field. One running back with him. He'll drop, straight drop. Has time. Nice pocket. Steps left. Slides, throws. It's incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The pass squirted out of the hands of Hummel, and it was almost picked off by Wooden.
Hummel. Play was broken up by number 24, Wesley Wooden. For
that brings up Jay County has 2:16 to score 9 points or more. Clock will start on the next snap. Patriots out here near midfield at the JC 47 on the right hash. Wide men on either side for Hill, who will drop again. Looks left, deep ball down the sideline. There, 2 men go down chasing it, the intended receiver and the DB. Both end up on the ground as the pass falls untouched.
For number 8, Parker Grimes.
Cameron Levers was out there defending Parker Grimes, and they got tangled up making a play on the ball, and that was all clean. They both have a right to try to catch it. Stops the clock at 2:10. It'll be 3rd and 10. Jay County will bring Webster wide here on the near side. It looks like Grimes again wide right across the way. Wide left it is. And Hill now will drop. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete near midfield. Schlechte, no, make it Hummel. Was the intended receiver, and the pass was broken up.
Hummel. Play broken up by number 34.
By Brady Pease. That brings up 4th down. Got to get 10 here if you're Jay County, or your night is all but over. 4th and 10 from their own 47. Patriots trail at 28-19 with 2:06 remaining. Hill will stay under center. Waiting on the snap from Connor Davis. Long wait. Here comes the snap. Deep drop. He'll roll left in trouble. Under pressure. He's going to be buried for the sack. Delta takes him down.
Number 12, Holton
Nice
Hill,
play.
sacked by number 42, Dawson West, and number 1,
Dawson West,
Caleb Mills.
Mills in on the sack. Takes it all the way back to the 44 for a 3-yard loss. And that'll just about do it. Delta takes the ball with 2 minutes left in the game. At the Jay County 44, they lead 28-19. It looks like Delta is going to go to 2-0 to start the year. They've played a whale of a game tonight. Garner will stay in the pistol. He'll hand off. Sweep left. Spiegel cuts upfield, punishes 2 tacklers, barrels his way forward for 3 or 4 more yards. A flag comes flying in late as someone speared Spiegel as he went down. With Charlie not only gained 7 yards, they're going to get more on what appears to be a personal foul against Jay County. We'll wait on the signal. Flag sitting right at the 44. Here's the signal from the referee. Personal foul against Jay County. That's all but going to seal this one for Delta. That'll move the ball for 15 yards all the way to the 23. That's a first down for Delta. Fresh 4 downs. Minute 50 on the clock, leading 28-19. This is all but over. Garner will hand straight ahead. Spiegel cuts by 1 man, gets to another, takes it to the 21-yard line. He's closing in on a 200-yard night. That's a gain of 3. I've got Spiegel for 28 carries, 198, 3 touchdowns. And they may know that on the sideline. They may be trying to get him that 2 Benjamins here with 1:18 to go. 2nd and 7. 21-yard line, Jay County territory. Eagles closing it out. They'll give to Spiegel again. Big hole right side. Takes it down inside the 15. Tripped up just before he gets to the 10. It's another Delta first down. Beautiful run.
32, Charlie Spiegel.
Gain of 7. Unofficially 29 for 205 with 1:01 left in the game. So Spiegel's got his double Benjamins, and the Eagles lead by 9, and they're going to win this game, barring the biggest comeback in the history of high school football in the final 48 seconds. Victory formation for the Eagles. Garner will go under center and take the knee -2, and that's just about going to do it. Going to have to snap it one more time. The Eagles will go to the victory formation again. The fans over here on the near sideline having a good time. Now they're not going to snap it again. In fact, they're not going to have to do it as the officials spot the ball, and that's going to be the game. Final 15 seconds will roll off the scoreboard clock. The Eagles are lined up for the handshake line, and so are the Patriots coming this way. This one goes in the history books. The final score in this one tonight in a hard-fought, good game. Delta goes to 2-0. The Eagles beat Jay County 28-19. We'll be back to recap it after this timeout. You're listening to high school football on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel. We'll be right back.
From Jamestown to Jonesville, from North Salem to South Milford, from River Forest to Grass Creek. No matter where you live in Indiana, you can enjoy high school sports coverage at its very best on the IHSAA Champions Network, presented by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. It's 35 powerhouse radio stations, Fox Sports Indiana, and the World Wide Web, combining their vast resources to blanket the state, the Midwest, and the world with the purest, most riveting presentation of high school sports in America. From Anderson to Attica, Kendallville to Kokomo, follow the high school sports that make our state great all season long. Thank you, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, and welcome home.
Is this your course schedule for the fall?
Yep.
Let me see here. English, good. Chemistry, trigonometry, excellent. World history, I love world history. Baseball, wait, baseball? Baseball isn't a course, honey.
Well, sure it is, Mom. high school sports are about so much more than winning and losing. They teach lessons that can't be taught in a classroom, like accountability and self-discipline, the value of teamwork. I may not be earning a grade, but I'm learning how to compete later in life. Isn't that what getting a good education is all about?
Yes, of course it is. I was just testing you.
What can teenagers here in Indiana learn from participating in high school sports? Plenty, as it turns out. That's why they're called education-based athletics.
High school sports. There's so much more than just a game.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ball game. This one is in the books. Delta is 2-0 to start 2017. The Eagles hold on tonight and beat Jay County by a final of 28-19. Patriots fall to 1-1 in a very close competitive game. Here's the scoring rundown in this one tonight. Excuse me, in Royerton. Delta got on the board first quarter, 5:41 to go. Charlie Spiegel on a 3-yard run. Isaac Griffiths kicked it through with 5:41 to go in the first. Jay County came right back. 4:43 of the first. A 61-yard touchdown pass from Holton Hill to Caleb Webster. Colin Haynes with the extra point. We were tied 7-7. But in the counter-punch type of the game, Delta came right back, retook the lead. 3:01 to go first quarter. They were pinned at their 2-yard line on a beautiful punt by Jay County. They threw a 12-yard pass for first down on the first play. 86-yard run for a touchdown on play number 2 by Charlie Spiegel. 2 plays, 98 yards in about 30 seconds. That's got to be one of the quickest drives in Delta history that wasn't one play. That's fast. You went the length of the field in 2 plays. The extra point kick by Griffiths was good. It was 14-7 Delta. That's where the first quarter came to an end. Here's how it went in the second quarter. Jay County got a score, 1:03 right before halftime. 17-yard pass from Hill to Hummel. The kick was blocked to make it 14-13, and that's where the halftime festivities began in a 1-point nail-biter at the break. Delta comes out in the third quarter. They scored 2 touchdowns to put this game on ice. 7:27 of the third. 4-yard run by Charlie Spiegel, his second TD of the night. Griffiths kick, 21-13 Delta. Then with 10.5 seconds to go in the third quarter, Delta again on a 15-yard keeper, a beautiful run by Zach Garner. He took it in on his own. Griffiths added the kick to make it 28-13 Delta. And then in the fourth quarter, Jay County tried to mount a bit of a comeback. They got a 10-yard touchdown pass from Hill to Ryan Schlechte, but the kick failed on a horrible snap from center and a big tackle for a loss, by Caleb Mills, who took down the holder, who got up and tried to run for it and didn't go anywhere. And that made it 28-19 Delta, and that's where this one ended. Jay County gave it back to the Eagles, and they ran out the clock. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Delta improves to 2-0. Jay County drops to 1-1. And if you have a star of the game that you really want to hang your hat on, I think you already know who it is. It's Charlie Spiegel, the sophomore running back from Delta tonight. 3 touchdowns. Unofficially, I had him for 29 carries, 205 yards, and those 3 scores. He has 6 touchdowns in the first 2 games of 2017. He ran for almost $2,000 as a freshman last year, and he came in tonight as the 3rd leading rusher in Indiana, and his effort tonight won't hurt that at all. So a fantastic night for Delta football as they knock off Jay County 28-19. That'll do it for tonight. We're glad you were along for the ride. Great night for Delta football fans as they go home happy. They'll go to 2-0. And boy, it doesn't get any better. Next week, you look at what's up next for Delta. They go down to Shelbyville and take on a very good Golden Bears football team as the Hoosier Heritage Conference part of the 2017 season gets underway. So that'll do it for tonight. I'm Brian Beaver. Thanks for being with me tonight. glad to have you along. This game will be archived, so you can hear it anytime you want to on the Delco Preps channel on YouTube Live, and take advantage of that. If you didn't catch it live, have a relative who didn't catch it live, they can listen to the whole darn shooting match again on Delco Preps channel on YouTube. Until next weekend, for the Game of the Week on Beaver Media, I'm Brian Beaver. Thanks for joining us tonight. Final score for the final time tonight. Delta goes home happy. It's the Eagles 28, Jay County 19. Have a great night. We'll talk to you later, everybody. So long.